Oh, whoa, language. Let's keep it PG there.
I mean,
Mr.
I'm not
Fritz.
a credit meter.
Yeah, okay, that works. So, oh, look at that in the nick of time. Would you look at that, Mr. Clovis Bookstring? Howdy ho. Hey, when I play this music, does it come through to you guys that are on the chat? Like the five of you? Do you hear any?
I don't hear it.
Very light music?
No, I hear nothing.
Super duper quiet. Like everybody be quiet for a second.
Shh.
Do you not hear that?
What? I don't hear anything.
Okay, so you don't hear that? Okay, well this makes for good podcasting. Thank you so much for the 15 months in a row, Mr. Fritshaw, who just subscribed for the 15th month in a row.
But I'm not a karma.
Yeah, watch it.
PG-13.
Guys, I didn't make a big deal about this last week, but we made it to double digits for our episodes. We are going to be doing episode number 11 tonight.
Wow,
that's pretty exciting. I mean, anytime you can get people together to do things multiple times and dip into the double digits, that's kind of a big deal. I feel like that's nice.
11 times, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, the 11th time's the charm. That's what they always say.
They always say that.
I mean, I do hear people saying it.
Totally common, normal phrase there.
Absolutely, yeah. And we have a very normal hairdo from Spangaluxy. Could you tell us what you're rocking tonight? Is this a character choice that we're seeing live, Spangle?
Yes.
Or a crisis, perhaps?
Maybe I should say. Yeah, Spangaluxy has decided that she had that wand of like sparkles, like all the pretty glittery sparkles that she could shoot out, and she was alone in her bedroom with her wand of pretty glittery sparkles, and it shot off in her face, and that's what happened. Her hair came out multicolored.
All right, that works for me. I feel like
let's not ask any follow-up questions.
That tracks.
Continue.
So
that's not.
Yeah, I guess we don't need to. At least somebody during this quarantine is able to go and get their hair done.
Okay.
You're not like that Texas mayor that went and violated their own stay-at-home order to go get their hair done.
Oh yes.
So
nails. Don't exaggerate.
Oh, was it not? It was nails. It was just for nails. I mean, like, you can see these nail beds are rocking. I don't need to go to the salon. I was born with these. These just happen. I wake up like this. So, how has everybody's week been? Anything exciting and fun during this quarantine for those of you that are still working or not?
We caught up on The Mandalorian.
That's fun. Is it like 10 episodes or is it 8 episodes? It's not that many.
8.
All right, so that was like one night. What did you do the other 6 nights?
It was.
You watched it in one night?
Yeah. Well, we have been 2 episodes in, but then wedding stuff got in the way, and so we finally sat down. And I warned him that if we were going to watch one episode, we were going to watch all of them. Because it's me.
That's a good warning.
And I Star Wars everything.
So did you? It was at least on a day where you didn't have to work the next day, Anthony?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. I worked.
We stayed up really late.
You genuinely have a problem, and I don't know who to call.
It's okay.
Stupidity is not the only issue here. This is that I'm fearful for your safety and your well-being. So please try to get some sleep at some point, because I think your body.
Not tonight.
Focus.
Yeah, that's.
Anthony, you're fading away. Are you?
I'm gone.
If you really smudge up your lens, I'm sure that's gonna help. Make sure you keep putting your thumb on it.
That's it.
Well, what did you think of The Mandalorian? I feel like enough time has passed. I mean, we don't have to drop spoilers or anything, but like, where does it rank for you? Oh, you haven't seen it?
Who hasn't seen it?
Spangaluxy over here.
What?
I don't have
Rainbow
the Disney
hair.
Plus.
How do you not have Disney Plus?
Why are we putting that emphasis in the wrong place? It's Disney Plus, not Disney Plus. It's
Disney Plus.
You guys
Does that bother Jason? Is that something that really bugs you?
Very,
oh, yeah.
very weird.
I like that there are easy ways to bother my brother-in-law.
I just don't understand it. I mean, if you want to sound like a crazy person who's maybe having a stroke, then say Disney Plus. But Disney whatever. Plus. Mermaid hair. What? Ilana Cardell asks.
It's mermaid hair.
Oh God. That's not funny. What? So yeah, Mandalorian, very fun. If no spoilers, synopsis, like or like what are your feelings? Not a synopsis, your recap. Like how do you feel? Happy with it?
I thought dead the whole time yet? Did you get there?
Yeah, they've been dead the whole time. Yeah. They were the ghosts.
Courtney and Anthony, did you feel like it started strong, was weak in the middle, and ended strong?
I liked it the whole time.
Really? You liked it the whole time?
Stop watching it, so it's
that's
tough
true,
to
you
say
guys.
if it like teetered off.
Yeah.
I think I liked it more than the last Star Wars movie. I'll say that.
I'll give you that.
I had to explain to Anthony why people wouldn't know what Jedi were.
Look, I grew up.
And I was kind of ashamed a little bit. Like, I have not done my job.
I started watching Star Wars as episode 1, where that was like the Jedi were around. That was like normal.
Do you remember what happened in episode 3?
Yeah, that was only like 20 years before. So, like it's not like hundreds of years passed, but whatever.
Between the Mandalorian and episode 1?
Mandalorian took place
was
between
past.
It took place between 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
which was a long time after episode 3.
It's far after
wasn't
episode 3.
Even 100 years after.
Wait a minute.
I think it might be.
No.
Really? No, because Anakin would have had to make a kid, and then Luke, and it had to. Nah, there's no way.
Because Luke
probably
is
50 years.
Yeah,
spoilers.
Luke's alive and like from
But they don't mention whether or not they're actually humans like us humans with a short lifespan. So.
Except Anakin, he grew at a normal rate.
That
he
you
was
know
like
of.
7 or 8, and then.
Do you remember how Padme never aged at all through all 3 movies, but Anakin had accelerated?
That's because of who played her.
She does.
That still looks the same age from the first day filming.
She was 8 years old, or he was like 8 years old or whatever in the first movie, and she looked the same. Just saying, he didn't. She didn't age.
I'm just saying, in the professional, she looked younger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Wasn't her first movie Heat?
I don't know. I thought she was in the professional. That was her first movie.
Yeah, she's like what, like 8 or less in that movie. She's very young.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's somebody that's done this, because I think I saw it at some point where Mandalorian fits in as far as time goes, but
what I read was like 35-ish years before,
which I feel like is
somewhere in that
not
ballpark.
So much time to have passed where people would forget that people can levitate things.
But how many people have seen this? I mean, it's a very large universe, and Jedi are not a huge number. So, anyways,
it's good D&D talk. All right, so my 7 kids' dad says, I noticed you guys are speaking directly into your mics. Is that really being socially responsible? You know what? We should probably be 6 feet away. Can you guys still hear me?
Okay. We're not even wearing masks, guys.
Better?
Like we're.
I can keep this in front of my mouth at all times. And does that help? Is this good audio? Oh, I could do the green one, and then you can't see my mouth. Whoa!
Should we stream with masks?
What's happening here? The green one. Green screen. Fun with the green screen. Boom. Where did my face go? It's gone. But you guys can see it because you're on the Skype call with me that doesn't have the chroma key out. I think we're doing a good job socially distancing by playing D&D online as opposed to in person. And all of us are definitely at least 6 feet away from each other. I think Fritch being the furthest one away, obviously, you're way, way away. But you're only 1 street really away from me. I could hop on 70, be at your house without making too many turns, right?
You will make 0 turns.
Yeah. So I mean, I would take more turns to get onto 70 than it would after that, as far as directions for me to get to Fritch's house, which is crazy nail. All right, so we've got the Mandalorian covered. We've got.
Do we though?
Yeah, I think we do. I think we nailed it. We got that in one, guys. We got Spangle Luxie's new hairstyle covered. That's a COVID hairstyle. And I hope you have nails to match next time. I think that would be nice. Clovis is here, so we don't have to stretch it any longer. So I think we can jump right into a recap if somebody wants to offer. And let me refresh the rules of recapping.
So Kurt, just so you know, recapping is something we do at the beginning of the game.
What?
I know, it's crazy. Who brings these rules to the table? So if anybody that does not, I'm gonna offer up the recap. If nobody volunteers that does not have an advantage already to do it, then I will randomly pick one of you to. Everybody will get disadvantage.
Wait a minute. What if I have an advantage?
You can't give me the recap.
Okay. Well then. There you go.
Yeah, you're in the clear. So you could have skipped as much of this as you wanted.
I think I have.
Yeah. You did your best.
Yeah.
Everybody will get.
All right. So
I have an advantage.
All that are not there can offer to give us a recap so we can be caught up. Not everybody all at once though.
Wait. Okay. What if I give the recap? Do I lose my advantage?
No. You don't get to give the recap. I don't want to hear you.
All right. Well, fine.
I appreciate you. Yeah, get off your phone. I will give you disadvantage.
You said.
No, but all that do not have do not have advantage are available to give the recap. Anybody can jump in there.
Courtney.
Right.
Go for it, Courtney.
Oh God, no.
We believe in you.
You can do it, Courtney.
I gotta go do a dog thing.
I offer Courtney his tribute.
Yeah.
Go to the
You just ran away.
She ran away.
She's a ranger. That's what they do.
No,
They run
Hey!
Brave,
now.
brave Sir Robin.
Sir Robin ran away. All right, if I don't get one in the next 10 seconds, I'm giving you all disadvantage except for Clovis.
Go for it, Court. I did last time. You got it. Okay. All right. Fine. I guess I'll start. But anyone that wants to jump in is more than welcome to help out. We finally took down that scary orc that was running the lighthouse with the little green light.
He wasn't so scary. We just had to break his heart.
His name was
Clovis, you heartbreaker.
That's fair. He may have been much less scary if we just ran to the top and broke the heart before saying hi to him. Then we got some treasure. We determined we wanted to get more treasure because who wouldn't?
Because more treasure.
Exactly.
Duh.
That may kill us all. We'll see.
It might kill one of us, actually. I think the rest of us will be okay.
Whoa! Super loud. Somebody.
Oh wait.
Please turn that down. Can't do that.
I was doing Heartbreaker.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That was like blow my ears out loud.
So at the moment we are trying to check on more ships for more treasure. I think the one ship we checked was the one furthest, or the one ship that Mr. Crab checked was the one furthest north. We're checking the one kind of in the middle-ish right now, or we plan to. We're trying to distract some sharks along the way so that Clovis isn't swarmed and consumed. That's pretty much it. Court got a nice bow, and we are still hoping to make it back in time for Clovis and Spangled to play before B4. Mostly Clovis, but Spangled to help a little.
With the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's it, unless I missed something.
No, that all sounds really good. I don't think I gave you your +1 weapon, did I, Court?
I haven't checked.
So whenever you make your rolls, go ahead and we'll just add an extra +1 to the attack and the damage for them.
Okay.
And then I'll make sure that
hit and damage. Wow.
Yep. It's a +1 bow.
It's just better.
And it's magic, so it can hit other things that maybe have a difficult time hitting. It can hit. So.
Aw, you got a bow?
So anything.
She did. She done got a bow.
She had a 50% chance of getting a bow.
She did. Anything else that anybody would like to add?
Clovis is gonna die.
I kind of thought maybe that's what's going to happen.
No, we're going to keep you safe, Clovis, from way up here.
Yeah.
Yes, I see. I see you guys way up there,
Way
I
up
mean,
there.
you're tiny.
dangling on this rope.
So
And you're the smallest one. We assume sharks will go for the smallest thing last. So yeah, you should be okay.
So there was one other very important detail that was glossed over there. You
All right.
guys,
Well, could it be that the well, I mean,
you can
we
speak
touched
now.
the altar. We touched the altar of storms.
Mm-hmm.
It got like what was his name? His name was
Talos.
Talos, yeah, Talos. And I mean, I'm like supercharged.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you use your charge already though?
He used one.
You used a
Oh,
charge.
right.
You have 2 more charges of your supercharged lightning bolt superness, which is mega powerful. No, the thing that I was more concerned about, and I want to make sure it gets reiterated, is that you guys did not do. You did a short rest, but you have not done anything as far as a long rest because you're making the choice, and you kind of touched on it with regards to wanting to get back. But the thing that we posed, or that was posed to you, was: do you want to rest and have a 50% chance of missing the big day, or do you want to go for it now and take care of business and get on your way after you've looted these ships? So you have the hit points and the spell slots expended that have been expended. That's where we're at. So last we left our heroes, Clovis was dangling from the window and being, I guess, held up by Beatrice and Spenguluxy, it looks like.
Like literally a cliffhanger.
A little cliffhanger.
Dun, 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 dun. Cliffhanger. Can't hold on much longer.
All right, so and I think that what we are going to do to show that this is indeed a time-sensitive cliffhanger is that we are going to have just various strength checks, athletic checks, to make sure that you are able to hold on to this rope while not being submerged. So until you decide that you are ready to go in the water, every minute it's going to be increasingly more difficult to hang there. So let me. Can you
describe the water?
Yeah.
Like what is it like? What kind of is it lapping? Is it like
there's
moving,
gentle
swirling?
There's gentle waves that are lapping. There's nothing crazy. There's no huge waves crashing up against the rock or anything. So you're in relative safety. There doesn't seem to be any storm approaching, and it's pretty calm as far as the ocean goes. So gentle lapping up against the island that you're on.
Okay, and my last question is the maps shows me the ships. Like the map shows the ships, but I mean I know that's like what do I know how far does it look like in halfling terms?
Yeah, so the mast is what you see sticking out of the water, and the mast looks like it's about a 25-foot swim away. You don't know how far down deep this particular wreckage goes, or where it's kind of resting on the ground, but or on the ocean bed. But the mast is sticking up away from you, about 25 feet away. And your swim speed is not quite your normal walking speed either.
Okay. So I'm gonna look around, I'm gonna look around for a shark fin sticking out of the water.
Sure, yeah. So can I go ahead and give me an athletics check along with your perception check?
Okay, both things. Yep. Sure.
Oh, this is not good.
Your athletics check that's going to be the first fail on this particular one.
So I'm going to use my inspiration die. Yeah, my advantage die.
Okay. I'll take that off right now. Easy come, easy go with these, right? Close.
Oh my god.
It was nice to know you.
No, it's okay. It still only counts as one failure, and this is more like a skill challenge where this is something from 4th edition. I don't know if anybody played 4th edition, but the way that a skill challenge works is you need to have a certain amount of successes before you have a certain amount of failures until something happens. So this is just the first of some amount of failures that you have to accumulate before bad stuff happens. So
They come in threes.
Your perception, you know that you saw some movement going in the south, like going in between these two ships. Is what you guys kind of noticed. And then I believe last week when the body was thrown into the water over here, you did also see some movement in between here from somewhere in this general area.
But I don't notice anything moving up here.
You do not notice anything moving up there.
Okay. I'd like to try to ease myself into the water.
Okay, so like kind of stealthily?
Yeah, stealth. I don't know how that would work, but yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to.
I mean, the rope is in the water because it's like you said it's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, as gently as possible.
Sure. So go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Come on, come on.
Oh my god.
That's number 2. You and give me a stealth check as well.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 20.
It's pretty close. That's some prescient kind of stuff. So you are able to lower yourself into the water, and you don't make a single splash, not a ripple. Goes out from where you dip your toe into the water to break the surface, and you're able to lower yourself into the water, but you feel your upper body really. It's struggling. That like lowering down on the rope and hanging out right above the water to scope out things. It took a toll on your upper body strength. So you are in the water, and nothing has happened of any note. You don't notice any crazy rip current or anything where you're currently placed.
In the current.
Oh, be careful!
I'm freaking out. I'd like to swim out. I'd like to swim out to the mast, as gently as possible.
Yeah. So what's your speed? Your normal speed?
My normal speed's 25.
Okay, so you'll be able to make it half the distance if you're going to be moving if you're swimming nice and stealthily. I'll say that you're able to go 10 feet.
Okay, so I'll move 10 feet then.
Yeah. And are you staying above the water?
Yes, right now I'm staying above the water.
So you're kind of like doggy paddling and like treading water.
It's mostly just treading, just a gentle, like I'm like an inconspicuous seaweed floating. Like that's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm like, I'm seaweed.
Sure.
La 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 la.
Luxie is thinking to herself, we should have probably tied him to the rope.
That would have been an idea, wouldn't
Might
it?
have been a good idea.
So keep swimming.
You do you yell that out to him? Do you alert?
I wouldn't yell.
She's just pondering that to herself.
Yeah, it's a good thought. It's something. So you've anybody else have anything that they would like to be doing? You guys are kind of keeping watch over on that south side, looking at the body, right?
I got something.
Okay.
I want to throw a rock in way far away to make ripples and noise like somewhere else to help him out a little bit.
Okay.
Are you next to me, Corbin?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah. I'm out with Kair.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking the same thing, but I've got light, so there'll be like not only just rocks, but glowing rocks. That's got to be exciting for fishies, right?
Glowing rocks.
Can I fog cloud underwater? Probably not a good idea, but
It just rises.
all right. So can I?
Kair had an idea.
All right.
Yeah.
Kair,
Well, if you were thinking about throwing a rock in there, I was actually thinking I have a spell called Shatter, and I can still see that dead body floating in the water that we kind of chucked in there, hoping to draw sharks. Anyways, Shatter makes a ton of noise, and it blows things up more or less.
that sounds
So
good.
I was thinking I might hit that floating that dead body over there with Shatter in hopes to turn the water all red and draw the sharks over there, because it says a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense. So that's what I was thinking. It might be better than throwing a glowing rock. So I was gonna do that. If you'd still like to throw your rock, you're welcome to, though. Boop. Oh well, I clicked it and it just showed the stats. My bad. So I guess I gotta click from here, and there we go. That. Obviously I'd just be hitting a corpse. Maybe it's
Yeah.
lagging a little bit.
It hasn't showed up, but there it is.
Well, yeah. The damage it does is unimportant.
This corpse's constitution is very low, so since it's been in the water for some amount of minutes, it's already started to kind of soak up, and he had that big hole in his chest from where his heart was, so it's just being inundated with water. So
Delicious.
it's actually a shock that he's even still afloat. But for suspension of disbelief, he is indeed suspended at the top of the water. So you target him with a shatter, and you roll your 12 damage on this lifeless corpse. And to your amazement, the way that the shatter kind of hits the water and hits the body, you pinpoint it right on his corpse, and the corpse just explodes into a billion pieces of chum. That just kind of like they fill the entire. Let me chum the water.
It's like the end of Jaws.
It's just like the end of Jaws.
Thinking, like Deep Blue Sea or Jaws. Yeah.
So let's go freehand here and then make some blood. So you chum up the waters real good, and they don't show there. What the heck? I'm on the wrong layer. Maybe that's the issue. So let me go. There's a bunch of blood. That's blood. From your resident graphic design artist. You know what? That's kind of that's a blood pattern. I learned that from Dexter, and I know that that's how blood splatter works in the water.
All right.
And it starts kind of like, draining off in various directions. And thank you for adding to the ooey gooeyness. So there's a bunch of like blood and chunks of Mouseco that are just littering this general area. And to your amazement, in just a few moments after that shatter goes off, you do notice that there are two there's a large shadowy figure just under the water, and in a nick of time, it just jaw open and razor sharp teeth just come right to the surface and right down on where the body was. It was almost as though it was coming for it in the first place. And this water is just filled with blood that's starting to just disperse and kind of like tendril out and fill a radius from there of about 20 feet, just with tons and all of the blood. More blood than a guy that had no heart should have in his body, for certain. So it's there's definitely a shark over there, and you don't know if that will attract more as you wait and watch, but there certainly is a shark over there that you know of. Back over to Clovis.
As I'm swimming over, I'm thinking, I'm like, sea kelp, and then I'm like, oh my god, I should change my body into kind of a sea kelpie, like not like an actual kelpie, but like a humanoid thing that looks like a massive kelp.
Okay.
Like
sure.
Grass.
So I'm gonna spend
grass.
I'm gonna form of grass. No, but I'm gonna spend a spell slot to.
And how many of those do you have left as far as spell slots go?
I haven't used any first level spells. I have 4.
Okay.
So.
So something has to like touch you for it to really.
Something would have to do an investigation against my DC save.
Okay.
Would he still smell like a person or a humanoid?
It doesn't change. Doesn't change my smell. It just changes,
which is strong. Let's not lie.
Let's be honest. This is like a nice bath for me.
So you've got you are all kelpie. You're still humanoid size. So you're halfling size. So you're a relatively large clump of kelp, but not unheard of. I don't know that a shark would know the difference. So you are able to go ahead and use another 10 feet of movement as you see fit. If you are, let me know when you decide that you are submerging.
I'm gonna move to the pole. So I'm gonna kind of like, with that last 10 feet of movement, I want to like it would look like that kelp kind of is like wrapping around the pole.
Sure. Yeah. No, you make your money on the pole. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
I'm
about to really make some money on the pole.
I think that with your by casting your spell and only moving above the water, I don't need you to make an athletics check because I don't want you to just die right now. There's more that we should do. So you are safe and affixed to the pole, and you even look as though you are seaweed wrapped around the pole, stuck there for the time being. And anybody else from upstairs want to do anything before we have our next movement from Clovis? Cricket.
It's a competition.
Rations will help.
So
how many rations do you see?
It's food. I don't know.
So Clovis, you are good to go for your next round of.
I like to stick my head under the water and like just kind of see like what this hull of this boat looks like. Like what possible openings are there? If there's a hole in the actual floor of the hull, or just like to see what because I'm on the mast. I'd like, so I'm just imagining myself using the mast to help pull me underwater.
Yeah.
So I'm not swimming. It's probably not going to be. It's going to be difficult. So.
Absolutely. So you while using the pole to orient yourself and to pull yourself down, you submerge your head and you can see fairly clear while you're about 1.5 feet down. It's like that Ocean City water where it's like the very top layer is okay, and then as soon as you get any distance down, it becomes real silty, like mega silty, because you figure that it's not too deep from the bottom of the ocean, because there must be a lot of stuff that's kind of kicked up into the water, and it's obscuring your view heavily.
Okay.
So you can see the deck of the ship, like the general area of it, and you do see what looks like to be some stairs that would lead down below deck.
And how far is that?
They're just south of where the mast is. So if you like, I'll ping on here this bad boy. You guys see that, right? On the screen. So in this square directly south of you, under the water, about 10 feet down, there are stairs.
Oh, about 10 feet down. Okay, so I'm going to I don't want to take like is this if everybody, I mean, does anyone else want to do anything?
Can we see any of those details from up high, or is that purely
so you cannot see anything that's below the water? So your visibility in the water from up high is about 1.5 feet deep into it, unfortunately.
Do we see any shadows approaching Clovis right now? Any shadowy, sharky looking things?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure. Shit. Shoot.
No, you don't notice any shadowy figures approaching anybody. Actually,
I'm looking too, because
maybe Kair or somebody can look that has better eyes.
We do a group perception check for this. So that was that. We're not gonna go. Okay, well I do a perception check. Okay, then I do a perception check. So we have no lead on any other sharks besides the one that's chomping on this lovely blood soup in the south. Clovis.
I am gonna chuck a potion though.
Okay. For yourself?
I'm not at full health. Yeah.
Okay. So potion on up. Clovis, what would you like to do?
So I'm gonna kind of give the thumbs up with my kelp hand to like to my onlookers who are in the wind.
Thumbs up, or is he being brood?
I'm pretty sure that they had a 4 on perception. They see seaweed sticking out of the water.
Yeah, we've lost him. He's gone.
I don't know where Clovis went. Oh no.
So I'll swim down to the opening. Like I'm gonna try to sink swim, like
So
very not.
Are you going for like you're taking a deep breath and you're going in?
I'm taking a deep breath and doing the plunge.
Let me give me a Constitution, not a save throw, just a Constitution check right now. Straight Constitution.
Is that so? Just
a D20 plus your Constitution.
Okay, D20 plus my Constitution. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
It's and then my Constitution is +1.
Okay, so you're gonna have 5 rounds of breath holding before before they break bad. Okay.
Breaking bad. Okay, and do I get am I moving 10 feet each time, or am I?
You're able to move 10 feet, and it may become more difficult the siltier and the less light there is.
Okay.
So
what determines like the breath holding time again?
I'm just going on we just did a check for his constitution. Does he have bless on him or something?
Well, that's not going to save. That's not going to help with the constitution. If it was a saving throw, then that would help.
No saving.
Wasn't a saving throw.
So, yeah, go ahead. You take a deep breath, and you've got 5 turns before you start losing your lungs.
Okay.
Some damage. So you goes down into the water, and if you are making your way towards the staircase, you can move one square down. I don't know if I can move you when I'm on this layer. Select move. So there. And go ahead and give me a perception check. Oh, redeeming the potions. That's a pro move there, Anthony.
It's just drank one, may as well have one poof.
Sure. So you are able to locate the stairs, and you even grab onto the railing. That seems like it would help a person on a rocky ship going back and forth. So you're able to locate the railing, and you can use that to guide yourself down. So that's turn.
Okay.
You're able to
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you can do whatever you'd like. Movement.
So once I'm in there, I'd like to cast use a cantrip, Dancing Lights.
So are you dropping your concentration on?
I don't have to hold concentration.
Okay,
for disguise stuff.
You just need concentration for Dancing Lights.
Concentration for Dancing Lights. Yeah, so I'm still disguised. I don't need concentration for disguise.
Cool.
That's lucky.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, so you're casting Dancing Lights, and it's shedding a dim light within a 10-foot radius. So I'd say that for dim light, you are essentially, because it's only a dim light that it's shedding, you are getting essentially like 6 inches in front of your face as far as you can see from the light with all the silty and grossness in this water.
So I have 4 points of light. You create up to 4 torch-sized lights, and I just I push them away from me, like in
the direction you want to go.
Not like, so I don't want them close to me, but I want them. If you say 6 inches, I guess I send them 12 inches.
Okay.
So I want to like kind of see.
Yeah, you want to space it out. But
yeah.
I guess my question is, you're trying to make like a line for yourself to follow down the hall?
Is it a hall? Is that what I see?
It seems like you're going down. Yeah, it seems like you're descending down some stairs into like, you don't know if it's another level of the ship or if it's a room or what you see yet.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you're gonna go 10 feet down the hallway.
Yeah.
You descend 10 feet. The visibility has not improved in any way, shape, or form. And you are able to take those lights and move them kind of in accordance with yourself and navigate down with the help of the railing. I won't make you make a perception check because that was smart to use the dancing lights. And when you get to the bottom of the steps, and it does seem like you've come to an open area. And it looks like the steps just kind of go down. There's wall on one side, and it opens up into a common area. You don't see anything more than about 2 feet in front of you with the aid of your dancing lights, or call it 3 feet in front of you.
Okay.
You can go north, you can go west, and you can go south. I'm
gonna head, from what I know of boats, I'm gonna head south, and it's not because I think captain's quarters are typically in the south, the bow of the ship.
Okay.
So I'm looking for a treasure chest, so I'm gonna head south.
Okay. Are you gonna move your full, commit to the southern movement and
I'm committing to the southern movement, yeah.
All right, so this is turn 3. You move to the rear end of the boat. I think I gotta move you over here, don't I? And you come to a door.
Yeah, let's open it.
It doesn't. It seems to be locked. But you have anything that you want to give a shot at?
I would like to take my dagger and like kind of like knowing where, moving my lights close to the door, kind of hovering like in like where like the doorknob would be. I want to take my dagger and kind of like see if I can like push it into the lock in the door to kind of like, kind of like not jimmy it open. I know the wood. I don't know what the wood is like, but I'm sure it's. I don't know if it's soft or if it's hard.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll with your dagger.
Okay, attack. I can do that. Do you want me to just pure attack, or like you want me to roll for a hit?
Yeah. You stab at it and it does not quite budge.
That actually is my damage. Oh yeah, it doesn't budge.
Nope.
All right.
That's the end of turn 3. Turn 4.
So
anybody want to do anything upstairs?
Thinking about it, I could might be tough to really play that one out, but I could always summon an unseen servant. They can go up to I think 100 feet away from me. I could probably use it to check one of the boats, or even just help him check a boat. I mean, I just tell it to, you tell it to do something, and it just does it to the best of its ability.
Sure.
So I guess I'll bust out an unseen servant and try to have it help him out.
Okay. I could take a piece of rock or rubble, whatever I can find, some scrap or something from inside the lighthouse, and give it to the unseen servant, and cast light on it.
Okay.
And then that'll help it find things, as well as like potentially distract Sharksies as well.
Sure, definitely.
One thing, are there any like seagulls or anything flying around the watery area?
Yeah, there's normal seabirds out and about.
So I have, is it speak with animals? And I was thinking about using it to, like just listen into the animals around us to see if, they mention anything about any creatures around Clovis.
Sure. Yeah, you hear the animals. Is that a level something spell you have to mark off?
Level 1.
The ritual, yeah, number 1.
Okay, so you burn your spell slot, and you hear the birds say, I can't believe that they're going down in those ships. It's a graveyard down there. They're all parrots. This is a silly beach that only has macaws. So they are flying around, and they seem to be taking bets like, how many times do you think they're gonna keep trying this and dying? I guess there's 5 of them. And they're all having a good gaggle. And you overhear one of them say, it looks like they're doing a good job down there with that body they blew up. Is that one of them? Is that the first casualty? And so you do notice at them talking about that southern body, you do see a second shark show up, and it kind of bounces its head to the surface, looking for its prey, like to mouth open and kind of chumming and looking around for whatever it is that it caused all this blood to be in the water, because it's just totally obfuscated any view in the ocean, because he was actually just a big bucket of blood, apparently. So there seem to be 2 sharks now congregating down in the south.
Okay.
Under the water, we have Clovis with turn number 4 underway. You have an action and then a movement.
So I'm going to try the door again.
Okay.
And I don't know, and I'm gonna just put a little more force into. I'm gonna look around for a second. Is there anything like to help brace like me leaning against this door as I shove this dagger into like the like the not the doorknob, but like the space in between the door lock and the door jam. Is there anything I can help like push my, like if I'm leaning my shoulder into it?
Yeah, there's nothing that you could see that would give you like that kind of leverage. But if you give me a perception check, I'll see if you see anything else. This is you don't notice anything. But I will say that you certainly can try the more dexterous way to pick a lock if you wanted to if you want to try. The attack option is out of the not hacking the door down, but trying to hack
slipping my dagger in there. Yeah,
that one's out.
What do you want me to? Yeah, I'll try to. I mean, I'll try to. I don't have thieves' tools, so I don't know. You may try to pick it with a dagger.
You can jam your dagger there and hope.
Okay, let's do that.
I mean, unless you have other ideas.
I don't have any other ideas. What do you want me to roll?
Dexterity save throw.
A dexterity
dexterity check, not a save throw.
Dexterity check. Okay.
Yeah, that does it. You pop the door open. Surprisingly, you jam your dagger tip in, and you even get the dagger.
Surprisingly.
You even get the dagger out intact. And the door, with the appropriate amount of physical restriction of water, is able to be pushed open. You still have a movement for your fourth turn.
So I'm gonna move the lights in.
Mm-hmm.
And what does this look like? Does that look like a room? Like, does it look like what does it look like at all? Or...
From the amount of like vision that you have, even with your balls of light, you're illuminating roughly. I'll give you 4 feet. So it's a small cabin. You see the 2 walls that are directly to your left and right. And you, from just your knowledge of what a room is like, you can surmise that the bedroom, like the bed would be on the far side, and because it seems that there's a desk for like a writing desk to your right, and there's like posters on the wall for B4 and everybody that's this is the captain. This seems to be the captain's room.
I'm distracted by the posters, but I do head towards the bed, possibly the foot of the bed.
Okay.
Like to see if like there's a chest there.
Okay, give me a perception check, and that's you're committed to the bottom of the bed, right?
I'm committed to the bottom of the bed.
Sounds good. Yeah, you find what seems to be a small footlocker. It's heavy, but it's the shape of a box. It's rectangular and cubic in size and space, and seems to be a footlocker. Exactly where you expected a footlocker to be, at the foot of the bed.
Is it draggable, or
you
like
can
when you
pick
say
it up?
heavy? I can pick it up.
Yeah, but you can tell even in the reduced weight of water that this thing, it has heft, like it's bulky.
Okay, so I will start heading back then with this item.
Okay.
I'll use my lights to kind of light the way back to the stair. Going back the way I think I came.
You're guessing.
I'm guessing. I mean, I know. I'm guessing for them. Yeah.
You make it back to the door with no problem because this room is relatively small and you haven't been turned around in any way, shape, or form. But I want you to give me now that this is your 5th turn, and upon movement out of the room, you are starting Constitution checks. So give me your first Constitution check at the beginning of this turn, right now.
Okay. So it's a plus 1.
You make a +1 for you have 1 Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take you have a misstep while carrying the footlocker, and it catches you off guard of its heft, and you accidentally take the tiniest bit of a breath in, while underwater. Like you gasp a tiny bit for air as your lungs are reaching capacity. And let me go ahead and roll your first. You take 3 damage. Need all of those by the end of this. It catches you off guard, and you are. I want you to go ahead and make an athletics check also to see if you can hold on to this box.
You're gonna have a tough time real soon.
You hold on to the box, and you are and it's your go, your move, Clovis.
I'm gonna keep moving towards what I think where that stairwell was, the stairs that were leading down.
Okay, give me a
and moving my lights to like, because they can,
So moving the lights, because this was about 10 feet away. I'll give you advantage on this next roll for your perception to be moving in the right direction. So give me a perception roll with advantage. Okay, so you are able to locate the direction you're supposed to move. So you are able to move back to the stairs. If I can move you, let me see if I can move you here. You move back to the beginning of the stairwell, and you are you have used your movement. So go ahead and give me a Constitution saving roll. God, what is wrong with your Constitution? Okay, so you're gonna take 9 damage. Oh, sorry. I'll just you're gonna take 9 damage. And you are going to go ahead and give me another athletics roll to see if you hold on to this chest. The chest slips from your hand.
Okay.
You feel it fall to the ground in the darkened waters, and it's clear where it's landed. It's right at your feet, and it will be easy to pick up. But it's on the ground at your feet, and will require some concentration to kind of grab it. And you have a choice to whether or not you can pick this up, or if you can keep your concentration of your spell going.
The concentration of my spell going?
Yep.
Oh, I will try to pick it up.
Okay, so your dancing lights dissipate, and you're able to pick up your foot locker. You're on the bottom of the stairs, and you have movement still for the turn.
So I'll move up the stairs since I know that's where I'm headed.
Okay, so you're holding on to the railing and ascending the stairs. You'll go up 10 feet with your foot locker in tow, and we'll go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, or Constitution throw.
Oh my god. 14.
Okay, so you'll take half damage here. So you take 5 damage. Your lungs are beginning to just fill with water, and you feel heavy, and you're panicked. The walls feel like they're closing on you, because it's just very real fear of not making it out of this is starting to set in, and you may or may not be making a choice whether or not this treasure is worth your time. So you are you feel increasingly like the water is weighing heavily on your body. You have.
Are we able to see him from up above?
You still do not see him.
Well, I should have been able.
You're at the top of the stairs, but you're still 10 feet underwater.
Right.
And they were not able to see you until you're about 10 feet above water. And ascending water without anything on the ground is going to be more difficult while holding this this footlocker, because you're going to have to try to actually climb up the mast if that's the way you go.
Right. So I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
To help me kind of really to help hold on to this, help me, I'm going to hold on to the mast, and the Unseen Servant is going to pull the help on the other side and swim up.
So I'm gonna say this one's gonna be darn near impossible to do, because it requires a verbal, a semantic, and a material component to cast this one.
Okay.
So speaking underwater is gonna be difficult. So
No problem.
If you want to do it, I'll let you try. but it's gonna.
No, I agree. I hear what you're saying. I'm going to see. I'm thinking. All right, I'm going to.
Well, thinking about it, the unseen servant I sent in his direction should probably be there by about now. I mean, they only move 15 feet, but you can cast it away from you. Might be nearing him around this point in time. I mean,
And what direction did you give it specifically? That is going to try to
help.
Try to help.
Well, Clovis, yeah. But I mean, I didn't. Obviously, Kyra wouldn't have had the slightest clue what was going on over there.
Sure.
But yeah, and it also has a little light stone attached to it.
Okay.
Which would help. I would assume.
Okay, so
help figure out where to go.
Kyra, you can go ahead and give me a perception check with the perception of this unseen servant, because I assumed that you were casting it down here, right?
It's got a 60-foot range, so I was chucking it in the direction of his boat.
Okay, cool. So you are able to see with your. Can you see through its eyes or no?
No.
Okay. Your unseen servant is able to see normal underwater stuff with about 3 feet or 5 feet of visibility, and it has not quite seen Clovis, especially in his camouflaged state.
Alrighty. It's unfortunate.
Clovis.
I guess I'm gonna try to like. I'm going to. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. I'm at the mast, right?
Yeah, you're at the bottom of the mast.
I'm going to put the box down at the bottom of the mast.
Okay.
The mast.
Okay.
And I'm going to swim up unburdened.
Sounds good.
To the top of the mast.
You can go ahead and make 10 feet of movement to the top of the mast, right up to the top of the water, and take a breath of relief.
Okay.
Clovis, you were down there too long.
He might agree with you.
So what would you like to do?
So explain to me, DM, how one uses hit die.
When you are out of combat and in no immediate danger, you may use your hit dice during a short rest.
Sure, it has to be a short rest. It can't be like I can't use them now and then go back and dive down.
If you had some way to be like levitating over the water and not having to concentrate on that, you can.
I hear. I'm going to drink my potion.
Okay. And
can you take that off my?
Absolutely.
And that's 9 points of health.
Did we say it was 9 or 10? I can't remember.
I always forget.
I think it was 8 plus your constitution, maybe, or maybe I don't know.
So 8 plus your constitution, so 9. Okay. 5. That's 14. Okay.
Oh, you're so kind. Actually, another potion appears.
So I'm going to now that I've drank that.
Hold on. We have a tiny bit of information. There is a spotlight shines down from where the heart was in the lighthouse, and like from heaven above, this bright light shines down, and it coalesces directly in front of you, and it's a beautiful can of Surge energy drink that is like, it is lit perfectly, and it's like something out of a commercial, and it's just there for you to grab if you so choose. And you even think you imagine that you believe that you heard like a jingle in the background, like Surge is the best, it's there for when you need it, and it's just there. So
sure, I'm like, I'll reach for it. I'm like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Do you have any?
And I turn to the light, and I'm like, drink Surge when I'm diving for ships, when I'm diving for shipwrecked treasure. The only thing I drink is Surge, and then I'm like, stay surgy.
You give me a perception check. You hear off in the distance what sounds like very far away, like an uproarious laughter at your wonderful surge spot. Like you hear people like clamoring and like going crazy. All right, so you've got
what?
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So am I in like a kind of a Hunger Games situation?
So you took one of the potions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you magically get another one.
And then you magically got another one.
But I'm only using one, so.
Right. Okay. So you still have one in tow.
Okay. So with that, I'm like, well, okay, because I'm all about like props, and I feel really good about myself. And this time, I swim back down to get the chest at the foot of where I put it.
Okay. Is anybody on top want to do anything?
Courtney.
I talk to animals. That's all I got right now.
That's fair.
It's all about a waiting game to find out.
Should we do another check?
Can you talk to them, or can you just hear them?
I can talk to. Let me see. Might be just helpful if I had the spell still up. Okay. It says I can comprehend verbal communications with beasts, and I can. No, it says something about talking to them too, but I can't find it.
I'm sure that's what it means too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you said you wanted to listen to what they were saying. You were eavesdropping on them seagulls, those macaws.
It says comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts. It's like the first sentence.
Oh, and verbally communicate. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see the and. I can't read that fast.
You could start telling the sharks where food is, away from us.
I have to yell down at them.
Yeah.
And hope they carry me to the water.
Why don't you tell the pigeons to take the end of the rope over to Clovis?
The pigeons? Not
macaws.
They might be mad if I call them pigeons.
Well, really, do we know what type of bird they are? I think they're macaw. Like what?
I'm not a druid.
Yeah.
Parrots are. In fact, you suspect that these are not like the traditional birds for the Sword Coast. They seem like kind of extravagant and over the top, like out of place kind of birds. They're oddly like, I don't know, decorative.
Like they used to belong to the people that were on those ships down there?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Is there enough rope for us to be able to take it over? Like if I were to ask them to take over to Clovis? I don't know how much rope there is. From the bottom.
The rope was, you guys were like, I think that we said you were like 40 feet up. So it was the rope was just enough to get essentially down to the water. So hypotenuse, leg one, leg two squared. It's not going to make it.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Sorry.
It was worth a shot.
That's a great shot. Anybody keep an eye on these sharks down in the south?
Kair?
Sure. Yeah, I was. I thought I was sitting by unseen server number, but I guess I don't really need to look while he's going that away.
Yeah, he's there to help.
I mean, help is all I can tell him to do.
Sure. No, I understand. That was very discreet and specific. Corbin and Kair, both give me a perception check.
Boop.
Kair, you notice that in the bloodbath that is just below you, that one of the sharks seems to be losing interest at not finding any meat and only finding blood. It seems to be floating away back into this general direction.
Uh-oh.
So from this area towards this area. I guess I can draw like freehand, right? It's going this way.
You know what? I can't. Is it close to the surface?
It is. It looks.
I guess it would have to be for me to be able to see it.
Yeah,
the water's absolutely gross.
It's shallow enough that you are able to see its shadow.
You know what? I'm going to try to draw its attention. I have a spear. I'm going to. Well, I don't really need the spear anymore, so I'm going to throw the spear at it. But I don't know how to do throw. I know how to click it to do like a swing.
Yeah, it's within 60 feet. So I think that's probably your range on it. So if you do an attack with it, it'll give you the
I will chuck it at the one that's starting to move away.
Poseidon.
So that used your strength. Do you know what your dexterity modifier is? Because
it's -1.
-1. Okay, so you did a.
So that's minus about 16.
Yeah, so you hit it, and you deal. Tell me what your damage on it is.
Would that have been a two? I guess it'd still be a one-handed. I can't throw it with two hands, not a spear.
That would be silly to throw it like this.
Yeah. Not a whole lot.
You hit this thing, and you see the spear sticking out of it, actually kind of marking it as long as it stays, relatively high on the water. And it takes 4 damage.
Cool.
It is pierced for 4 damage, and I will actually move that one into your view.
I'll delete that spear that I have.
Let's see here. Move object to other layer. Nope, not that way. Not how we're gonna do it. Layer to token layer.
Thanks.
And you have a shark that has taken some damage.
Okay. And I'll yell over to everyone that there's a shark with a flag in it.
Yeah, so it's sticking out of the water. If it decides to dive deep, it will you will
Not
lose vision on it.
Yeah.
Seeing as I'm sure the shark is bleeding, does that get the attention of the other shark? Since blood and food.
The one shark is you still believe it's in a big pool of blood, so it's less excited about a tiny dribble of blood.
It's fair. Okay. All right, that's it. That's it for me, I guess.
All right, Clovis.
So I'm gonna swim back down the 10 feet to the bottom of the pole.
Okay. You do that successfully. You can go ahead and pick it up and give me an athletics check to shimmy up this pole with your with the footlocker. Yeah. Okay. We got there.
Oh yeah.
So you're down and up, and you're treading water at the top with the footlocker under one arm.
Okay. And so I'm just holding on to the pole kind of and the footlocker because that was my movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I got to get him back up.
Oh, the shark moved.
Sure did. Next turn. Anybody else want to do anything before Clovis does anything?
Oh, well, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. No. I am going to hold an action, and that being the cantrip Toll the Dead, which as soon as it's a 60-foot range. So if he's going to kind of come between those boats and head towards like the boat where Clovis is in, basically as soon as he gets into range, I'm going to toll the dead on that 60-foot range. Okay. Now it does say the air is filled with bells, so I don't know if that's.
I would say that then it's probably just above the water. Now, is that you say is a cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Cool, awesome. So, Clovis, go ahead and give me your turn.
Okay, so I am going to try to swim with this locker, I guess. So I know I had to lose I'm holding on to this mast, I'm holding on to the pole, I'm freaked out, and I know I had I'm scared. I'm actually physically scared slightly in my stomach. And because I know there's so much riding on this right now. I know I lost my dancing lights. Am I allowed to cast it again?
Yeah, you're certainly allowed to. You're above the water right now.
So I'm above the water. I'd like to cast the dancing lights, and I'd like to kind of spread them, like not in a line quite, not in kind of like this, not so much this right here, but like kind of like right there, a little bit away from me.
Okay.
it draws the attention of like my comrades.
Okay.
Because I don't know if they see me as this this kelpish humanoid thing.
Okay.
I think you're unkelped.
No, he's kelped.
Oh, I thought he lost his concentration.
For the dancing lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't.
Oh yeah, right.
So there's little tiny dancing lights.
And I'm gonna put them like above. I'm gonna put them like 10 feet above the water, so they're not in the water. They're they're more out of the water.
Gotcha. So
he's trying to tell us something. What is it, Kelp Man? Is Clovis in trouble?
You gonna do some movement with your
I'm gonna stay. I'm just holding on to this. I'm just kind of like holding on to this. What's the sea like right now? Is it still calm?
Still pretty calm.
He is hungry.
He's hungry for you. Yeah, no, it's calm.
Oh. That shark, you moved it within 60 feet.
Okay, so what you're making noise for it?
Yes, noise that is meant to make it feel pain.
Okay. Go ahead.
So the spell is specifically push the button and it should go. Where's it? Here, click. Boop.
Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic. Takes 1d12 if it's missing any damage instead. Okay, wisdom's not its strong suit, so let's see. Has worse abilities though. It fails its saving throw, shockingly.
What?
So
No way.
go ahead and roll 1d12. And we're gonna go ahead and just roll. Oh, you know what? No, we don't need to do combat initiative unless you guys do more than this. So tell me how much damage I take.
Says it's rolling the dice.
Oh, nice.
All right, that's not bad. You hear a toll of the dead ring out like noisily in the general direction of where the shark is, and you see it kind of like change its path and move left and right. That is so loud. It's
That's not the toll.
That was the toll of the dead.
That was the toll of the dead.
That was a very cheery one. That's good
perfect.
timing.
That's perfect.
So it's it kind of like it veers off from its course, and it like it doesn't know exactly what's happening or why it's being hurt by this noise that is assaulting its ears, its little ear membranes that sharks have. Go ahead, Clovis. What are you gonna do?
So this time I'm gonna move the lights. And it says I can move them 60 feet.
Okay.
But they have to stay within 20 feet of each other.
Okay.
So I'm going to hope that this gets some attention, but I'd like to move. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I'd like to take one light. So I'd like to space them to where it's like, this is 60, and then like, 20 from there, another one like right here. So one basically at Corbin, one basically like in this room somewhere 20 feet, one basically here, and then one basically here.
Well, I can't seem to move them, so
I know. Just suspend disbelief, people. You see the lights. The lights have been moved. So, and I'm trying to send them a message.
Oh my God, the Kelp Man's trying to send us a message. I got no idea what it is, though.
Yeah, I wish I knew what Kelp Man was saying. I'm sure he could use words. He's not that far away.
Might not be trying to get the attention of the shark.
I'm more than 30 feet away, so I don't like.
I gotcha.
In the ocean, so.
So they notice you, I think.
Yeah. Do you guys say they notice me? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll wave at the lights. I don't know what else they want me to do.
Where's your unseen servant?
Yeah, I was just saying.
I mean, he was heading your way, but he doesn't know Kelp Man. He knows Clovis.
First word sounds like I hate this game.
So you gonna stay still? Staying put?
I'm staying put, man.
Anybody else?
I'm gonna move over this way towards the so I have a better line down the towards the window. I don't quite think I can make it all the way there if I move it though. I think it puts me right here. So I'm gonna move around so I have a better sight of Kelp Man.
Okay. Anybody want to like take more shots at the shark that's under the water?
With your bows.
Would you guys rather to have me to roll initiative here? Why don't we just go roll initiative? Because I feel like the free form open, hey, what do you guys want to do thing doesn't has not working for us. So go ahead and roll initiative in just a second. Just not this moment yet. I have to clear it. Clear, and you can. So select your token first, and then roll initiative.
Select your token.
Anything you do that does not have your token selected will not count.
Oh, I didn't know I had to do anything like that. Wait, where's my token?
Oh.
I finally got an initiative over 10. It's the first time.
I'm gonna hit it with my bow.
Bow it.
The shark got a 0?
No.
Oh. Ah. It's an initiating shark.
So everybody rolled? Oops.
Yep.
Descending, and we start with
Betty.
Beatrice. What would you like to do, Beatrice?
Shoot it. I'm probably going to end up shooting it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get some more blood out of it in hopes that it might either A, go away, or maybe the other shark might want to eat it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cannibal sharks.
Yeah.
I don't think that sharks try to eat each other, but I'm gonna go for it.
They're cannibals.
I don't think that's true.
These ones are cannibals, okay?
Yeah.
Cannibal sharks. Yeah.
Why am I... Sorry. There it is.
Don't be sorry. Just attack it.
Alright, I swear I hit the button. This thing's taking forever. Yay, there it is.
You do not
+1.
hit it.
+1.
Yeah, +1.
You do not hit it still. Your arrow, although aimed perfectly at the shark, it seems to hit the water and divert. It doesn't have enough force to kind of like make its way into the water and not change direction. Kair.
Okay. Moving towards the window didn't help much. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards this little corner here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, well, it's got a little flag on it, so I guess I'll chuck a shatter at it just to draw. No, I'll just blast it. So 1 sec.
Okay.
I didn't have my window popped out, so I clicked on it and went away. Yeah, it's the first time. Boop.
That does indeed hit.
Cool. Then damage. 6 damage on the Sharky Shark.
Sharky Shark takes 6 damage.
That's it from me.
And up next is Mr. Sharky Shark. John C. Sharky Shark.
It's got a name?
Yeah.
How weird that a shark is named Sharky Shark.
Really ironic parents.
It moves, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a roll.
It's a great shark icon, by the way. I love it.
It does not.
So good.
It does not notice anything.
Oh, nice. It's lucky.
Yeah. Next up is Clovis.
All right. So now that the people are by the windows, I'm going to move my lights again. So now there are kind of just really tightly packed here, going down, kind of going down from the window down. And I'm going to roll I'm going to actually cast Suggestion on burn my another level spot. I'm going to cast Suggestion on Says a creature. So I'm gonna try it. See, 5, 10. So I guess it's on Spangle Luxie. And unfortunately it's on Spangle because I'm sure that she'll save. And I'm just gonna be like, can someone climb? I want like you to climb down the rope to help me.
Wait, you can't swim across?
I am scared. I'm also communicating that.
Can you pop up like the spell for like?
Yeah. Because you're the only one that's within 30. Made it. So
that's so much reading.
Yeah, you have to roll a DC wisdom saving throw of 14.
So they have to be able to see and hear you.
Well, she can see me,
but I think Spangle Luxie is a high elf, and as such, their Fey ancestry makes them have advantage on saving throws. Oh, it's advantage on saving throws can't against being charmed. So she's not immune to being charmed. Just saving throws against. So I guess I'll just roll. So what's my?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Right. Which is great because that's like one of her top ones too. The DM may determine that regardless of being impelled to do something, I think the last time she rolled a perception check, it was like a 22. So maybe she'll figure it out one way or the other.
Yeah, just roll your concentration. I mean, roll your wisdom save. You are compelled.
Well, that's a good thing. This time.
Well, it was with advantage though. So it was a natural 20, including the advantage.
I don't think you have to roll with advantage if you don't choose to.
Oh.
I think that you can roll with advantage. It's up to you.
I only see the 6.
And
yeah.
In fact, I think that I think that if somebody is casting something for mind control on you, you can choose to contest it also. It doesn't say in this one specifically, but you need to be able to. So here's the thing, Clovis. You need to be able to speak it to him. But if you can speak it to him, why don't you just yell out to them and speak it to them?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I was saying.
I think that's what they're trying to get at.
I appreciate that, but I did burn the spell slot. I'll do that too. Can someone come down the rope, please?
Jeez, you could have just asked.
I'm freaking out.
All right,
Corbin, can you hold the rope?
I'm about to take my shot, but yeah, I can.
Well, I'll
do you want me to shoot it or hold it?
Hold the rope. Do both.
Do both? Okay.
Yeah, it's holy.
Well,
can't we anchor the rope?
It's not Spangle's turn yet. So it's Clovis is finished with his turn. He's done his stuff. It's Corbin's turn now. So go ahead and shoot. If there is.
Is there something to anchor the rope to? Does someone have to hold it?
Yeah, we're gonna say somebody has to hold it. I think you guys asked about tying it off to something last time, and I said no. Nothing to tie off to.
I'm gonna tie it to Spangle and then take my shot.
Sure.
All right. Longbow shot. Here goes nothing.
That's a big old hit. Give me that damage. All right.
And it has some damage. So can I do Colossus? Right?
Certainly can.
Yeah, Colossus Slayer. Boom.
Slayer. All right. The shark takes some damage. Next up is Spangle Luxie.
There's a rope tied to you, Spangle, by the way.
I know, I've got it, and I head off down the cliff.
How deftly do you head off down the cliff? Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Looks like it's probably about a 45-degree angle. I'm not like cliff diving off this thing, am I? Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Let's see how that goes.
Wait, so the rope's tied to you and you're jumping off the cliff?
You got it.
Who's holding the other?
I don't know how
I
you
like
expect this to work.
Amazingly, let's see it
end?
happen.
Dangerously?
Can you fly?
Spangle lives dangerous. Give me the dexterity save throw, and then we see how this plays out. It's hella beast. He goes off the edge of the thing in full swan dive, and then as he's descending, starts pedaling his little tiny high elf legs and hits the slant running and is able to just time it perfectly, hits the bottom of it, and you don't take any damage with your descent. But I do want Corbin to give me an athletics check to see if he can keep you taut without splashing.
Oh, you're about to get yoinked.
I think I missed an
Athletics?
important part there. The rope was tied to me.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why are you jumping?
Yeah.
The rope was tied to Spangle, like
Yeah.
as the anchor.
Like so the other end of it is already on the bottom in the water area.
Let's say Corbin's got it.
But
that's I'm fine with that.
yeah, so
Oh, nice.
so in an absolute like feat of strength, Corbin, he sees you run and swan dive off the ledge, and he's like, "I just told you it was tied to you. What are you doing?" But he's like caught off guard because he still had his longbow in one hand, but he just kind of like he flexes and he's like, "Do you even work out, bro?" And like holds on to the thing with one hand and is able to stabilize you as you come like straight up out of Mission Impossible. Like you drop down and you are flat face with the water, like exactly inches in front of you, like it was perfectly planned with 2 amazing save and athletics checks. So good job. Could have gone worse. Kind of wish it did, but that works out for me. So Spangle, you are at the bottom of the water, just at inches from the water. Even the slight lapping waves, kind of like they just graze your nose and they kiss you with their sea foam. Yeah, no, don't lick the sea foam. It's gross. It's weird.
Oh, dang it! That was Clovis, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It's all kelp. So next up is Beatrice.
Clovis, be quiet. There's a shark behind you.
I'm freaking out.
Shh.
I'm gonna take another shot at the shark.
You take that shot at the shark.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the shark. Hey!
You done
hit the shark.
You hit that shark. So go ahead and give me damage.
It's gonna take like 10 years for it to go. There it goes.
You do 8 damage
+1
to the shark. Le shark is le damaged. And I move that damage off of him. And Kair, it's on you.
Okay. I am going to also chuck another Eldritch Blast at it.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Huh?
We'll see
I
about
already
it.
checked. It's only 80 feet away.
No, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying we'll see about that. We'll see if you do
Was
it.
that the sea or the ocean?
You do not. I mean, you try, but the green like awesomeness of your Eldritch Blast tends to always land on its mark. It hits the water and like a perfectly flat skipping stone, it refracts back up the water and it kind of skips away. And you see it hit one of the macaws that's flying low, and you're why? Oh God, why? And it just fries it instantly.
Oh my!
Did you just feed the shark?
That would be nice.
You just fed the shark.
So
and after I see a horrible miss, I'm gonna head over towards the window where everyone is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would be right behind.
now, when you did that, did you touch the altar?
I don't think so.
No, I'm just
but I don't think
kidding
it's a store. Oh, okay.
So we are gonna give a perception check for said shark. It doesn't see anything, and it continues to swim away because it doesn't know why life is happening the way it is.
Why does everything hurt so much? And looks like Clovis is up. Goodbye, shark.
Oh, it went away.
And actually, as it goes, you do lose sight of the little flag.
Aw.
I'm trying to move it to a different layer. You have the general idea of the direction it was going. You could shoot it blindly with a disadvantage and hope.
Miss.
But it's up to you. And after you guys finish this next step, we are going to take our 5-minute break.
Chase
You
gotta
have to do a
pee.
I gotta be
potty.
so bad. Clovis.
So I'm gonna call out and say, "Throw me a rope."
Wait, you say it loudly like that?
I say,
Are you gonna
I
do
say, I,
Hold on, because I can hold off on going to the bathroom if something like that's gonna happen.
I say,
You didn't even want to whisper.
I say, "Throw me a rope."
You sign it.
To Spangle.
Does Spangle have another rope?
Well, she should.
I've got no idea.
She was holding the rope that she had to. So I came down a rope, and then someone tied the rope onto her, and she.
Yeah, but that's
So
the
she
rope
was-
that's tied to her.
I have rope up above I could throw down.
You wanna throw down?
Undeterred.
I think that Spangle probably has rope in their traveling pack or whatever.
Check your inventory. You should have
I've
some
got a blanket.
Yeah, you got a
Have the
blanket.
rope.
That's like rope.
Very similar.
Yeah, they're practically the same thing.
rope blanket. Yeah.
So Clovis, you yell, "Throw me some rope." Are you gonna do anything with your action?
No.
Okay, you're staying put. Anything with your
I'm s-
movement?
I'm clearly scared. I've actually urinated. These are not lights. These are
It's-
my.
I picked the right color then. That's good. All right, Corbin, it's on you.
Okay, I have hempen rope on me. Our sharky friends are gone right now. I have nothing to shoot at that I could hurt, right? I don't see anything.
No, let's
You
just blindly
don't
do it.
know of where any sharks are currently. Maybe not.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some rope down to Clovis. No, to Spangle. That's
Okay.
a safer throw for right now. I'm gonna get it down to Spangle.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a while holding it. I'm gonna say that this is a little bit more difficult because you're holding one rope. I assume that Kyer is helping you, but he's a weakling. But go ahead and
Not true.
give a dexterity just check to see if you can toss this appropriately to Spangle.
Considering Spankle is
Hell
upside
yeah.
down and facing the water.
You
Jeez.
somehow throw a rope with a perfect spiral, and it unfurls at the right moment too. So you had it balled up, and it was like you had like it was gorgeous. You've never seen a throw quite like it for a rope, and it unravels at the perfect point. And Spangle, irrespective of how bad they are at catching, it's right in the palm of their hands when it's thrown. So Spangle, have rope that you can throw, a separate rope.
Hey, rope.
And it is indeed Spangle's turn, but let me get
Bathroom.
no yeah, let
Okay.
me get a strength check, an athletics check for Corbin and Kyer. It'll be combined, so you guys together between the two of you need to get over a 15.
Okay.
What check am I doing, Jay?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics. Wow,
Oh,
I'm on
I'm-
fire.
I think you're good.
You
worry, I
need to
got
try out for the NBA, the NFL, and the WNBA. So you need to get on that right now. You are able to hold this. You even kind of mentioned, like, you motioned towards Kyer, like,
You pushed me away.
I got this. Don't. You actually reduced the likelihood that this was going to succeed. So Spangle, you have a rope in hand. You are tied off, and you are kissing the water. Not literally, but like your lips are right there.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I am going to. So my hands are going to be free because I'm tied around the waist, like
Yep.
that Corbin and Kyer are holding, right?
Yep.
So I can tie that rope to me and mage hand it across to over to Clovis,
Okay.
and I'll whisper in my biggest, stage whisper, Clovis, take this rope and tie it to the treasure, and then yourself.
And then yourself. That's why.
I'm like, wait, what?
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Me?
Yes, you are throwing.
He's mage handing.
Oh, you
mage
mage
handing
handed.
it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Then it happens. You make it over there. No problems. No dexterity check save necessary.
Magic.
I mean,
Magic
is the trunk
missile.
still at the bottom, or did you bring it up to the?
He has it
the
under his arm.
I'm holding it. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the world's worst flotation device. He's holding it.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if you're holding with the mast and holding with the thing, is there handles
Nothing.
like on it? Like I can loop the rope through the handles
Yeah, they're definitely they're like little tiny little metal handles that kind of lift off the top of it like a roasting pan.
I'll wrap it around a couple times like a snake, and
you've got the best mage hand ever. It's like super dexterous, and it should be doing like cross stitch. So you have hooked it onto the footlocker, and it's up to Clovis to fix it to himself or to just hold on. Up to you.
I'm gonna fix it to myself.
Okay. So you are at this now, Spangle. Did you tie it to yourself as well?
Yes, that was my first thing. I tied it to myself, then mage chanted across.
Okay. So you are good then. So Beatrice, your turn.
Sorry, I was just asking a question in the chat, but let's see. I'm trying to think of what I could do from up here.
Could you shoot some rope at them?
I could just tie it onto a bow and
yeah, shoot some rope.
Just more rope. Have more rope, guys.
Throw in strong ropes.
Helpful. So are you guys both? Are you in the box attached to the rope right now?
Really just care about the box.
Yep.
They are all very much attached to ropes, and they are certainly attached.
All right, then I guess I'm going to go over to. Thanks for the help. I'm gonna go over to Corbin and grab his rope and attempt to help with the pulling of the rope up.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and give me like an athletics check?
Here.
You just need to hit the gym like Corbin.
Hey, I don't need to. Look at that.
So you are able to I'll say everybody moves back. The you guys those that are attached to string move 10 feet. So Spangle, you move up to let's see, this spot here, and Clovis, you move to this spot here. So I can move you.
Oh, thank you.
So you are dragged 10 feet with that 20.
No, I'm not dragged. Spangle is actually a female.
All right, Kair, it's your turn.
I mean, is the plan for us all to heave ho at the same time, or would I just try to help pull up on my own?
This is, I mean, unless you guys want to all wait and like hold your turn and to like ensure being able to move a chunk at a time, then it's up to you.
You know what? I think Corbin's going soon. Yeah, I'll just try to pull it up myself because
okay.
I feel kind of bad after screwing up that last one.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Kaboop.
You are able to move them 5 feet.
Okay.
So Spangle moves 5 and Clovis moves 5. There is something that happens though.
I don't like this. Am I supposed to be going to the bathroom or something?
I was, but this is too much fun.
Go to the bathroom. That's what happens.
Too much fun, he says.
You notice that from the south, where there was we have stopped paying attention to the blood fest. There is a shark that sees some movement in the water, and he swims quickly towards the dangling bait that is attached to a nice rope.
That is kelp. I mean, that's what it looks like to him.
Well, there's also a nice little like bobber, essentially, like a metal bobber that is glinting in the water. So he's certainly interested in that thing. Luckily, it's not attached to the. Oh. So he takes a big chomp at the box, which is, I don't know if it's near anyone or not. And they get advantage on people that have hurt. Yep. That is a 21.
That's not the sound you should be making.
Sure it is. I run the shark. What are you talking about? The shark chomps down and he takes 13 points of damage. I mean, he deals 13 points of damage.
To
the
me?
box.
Or...
To Clovis.
Oh, I think you said he bit the box.
There's no grapple action here, right?
Well,
it's not attached.
Actually, he is, because he's chomping down on this box. It was his main priority. He grabs it and he begins to thrash and pull, and he pulls this distance. Anybody that's attached to that rope is going to move 10 feet in this distance, and I want you guys to give me a strength check up top. All three of you that are holding on, give me a strength check, and we want to be combined. We want 30. That's 6.
Oh, come on, you guys!
Way.
Okay, so
There
that
you
does
go.
it. You guys are able to hold
saving
on.
throw.
Well, that was a save. I was looking.
That's a strength save. Are we
Oh
gonna count
no,
that?
that's not. It needs to be a strength check.
I got.
Now I see saving throws for strength. I don't see rolls
Strength,
for
top
strength.
left.
It's the yeah.
Very top left.
It says.
Oh, okay, the actual number.
Okay, so Anthony comes through with the strength. Okay, good. So you guys are able to hold on to it, but you lost some distance on it. So you have a halfling who has taken some damage that doesn't look like it dropped off of their sheet, but I'm sure that it will in a second.
Oh, sorry. How much damage was it?
13.
13.
Ooh.
Jesus.
And
Shark's hurt.
the shark is indeed hurt. Clovis.
Okay. Well, I cast lightning bolt on it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the ocean.
Oh yeah,
now.
you can.
You might want to be careful with that.
Wait, are you in the water though?
I don't care. I'm about to die.
Oh god.
Okay.
That's fair.
Oh.
So it says in a creature in the line of
How wet is the
in a
rope?
line,
The water.
and so it's I must be able to touch it almost. Basically, it's got me right.
You're
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like your flesh
Yeah.
is being rended from its body as you
Oh.
as it
So
gnarls
I just whatever I just reach out my hand and I touch it and I shoot lightning right through it in a straight line.
All right, what do I have to roll, or what do you have to roll, and then what do I have to roll? What it roll?
Dexterity. It says a dexterity saving throw.
It's a shark though. They're
so
probably good at that.
It has good dex, but it missed. It got a 4 + 1, so
Oh,
okay.
you hit it.
8d6. So
Give me damage.
86. That's nuts.
So 1, no, d6, and I want to roll
8 of them.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my lord.
Jeez.
35 damage is a lot of damage.
That'll do it. I hope.
Hope. Nah,
yeah.
not that lucky.
It does not do it. But you see that it is frazzled and fried and hurting. It is not.
And it says it must the lightning ignites flammable objects. Oh yeah, it's never mind.
It's underwater.
It's in the water.
It's a shark.
Did it let go? Was it freaked out?
It is certainly freaked out, but it is in a panic, and it is thrashing about violently. It doesn't know what to do. Corbin, it's your go.
All right, I yell to the group, "Who wants shark for dinner?" And then take a shot.
You better hit. If you're gonna do a called shot
You're
like
holding-
that.
You're holding on to the rope too.
But so are 2 other people.
I got backup right now, right?
Yeah,
Can I go to take my shot?
You can do whatever you want. This is D&D, boy. Drop that rope.
Give us some warning first, though. Gosh.
Those
I'm
holding
stepping
it.
on it with my weight, but taking my shot.
Cool.
All right. That.
Oh.
That ain't it, boss. That ain't it, boss.
Does Colossus Slayer separate, or does that have?
You have to hit.
Okay.
Oh.
Dang.
Spangle, are you gonna drop the rope too? You don't have a rope. You're
Well,
attached.
I am the
Can
rope.
I grab the rope again as part of my? Am I allowed to do that?
Can we grab
No,
it?
you dropped the rope and you drew your
Oh,
bow,
shoot.
and you are standing on it. Is what you told me.
I'm standing on it. Okay.
They're at least doing something.
So Spangle, Mister, I am the rope. What are you gonna do?
First thing I'm going to do is shout out to Clovis. Are you okay down there?
I'm not gonna be like.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comparative, like Clovis versus a shark, who's looking like in worse condition?
Yes. Are you going to use your turn to do a perception check to see which one is in worse shape?
Well, if that's using up my turn, then no, I do not believe that's going to be the case. I'm going to close my eyes and I'll toll the dead.
Now, does that pinpoint one thing, or is it an area effect?
It says I'm targeting a creature.
Okay,
I believe what it says.
Cool.
If I go back to
I wonder because he's in his jaws. But yeah, that you can apparently target one thing. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine by me.
I like how much if there's actual bells that toll if it's all in their head.
It's all in their head.
Right.
So what was it? A wisdom saving throw or something?
Yeah, I think I do wisdom.
You hit. The dead are tolling in his head. So 1d12 because he is hurt. He is hurt.
Oh goodness, I can't do that. Oh god.
But if you just roll really well for your damage.
I did good last time.
That's right, you did max. Quattro.
Beatrice, on you.
The shark still has a hold on him.
It certainly has a hold on him.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't want to let go of the rope to shoot because poor Kair. Are you that strong?
I mean, he had a 24 last time, right?
What was it? 30 strong though.
Oh no, Corbin had 24.
I don't want to let it go, but I really do not want to pull the rope and make it a lot worse.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, if the shark's dead, it's less of an issue.
Yeah.
Yep.
If there's not more sharks.
Kill the shark, the rope issue's lessened, so
significantly. Your call.
All right, Kair, just for like a second, can you just take this?
Step on it.
Stepping on a rope's not gonna stop a shark.
Step on the rope.
Because I'm gonna step on the rope so I can shoot for like a second.
Okay.
You got it. I'm gonna be super fast.
Go for it. Go.
Okay.
Hit it. Kill it.
Yeah.
Right, you hit it.
Nice.
Now do a lot of damage to it.
J1 is
7
8.
damage. 7.
It's got 1 health.
It should be not pulling anymore with that.
No,
right?
it's a binary thing. You're either alive or you're dead. So there's no no ifs, ands, or buts. Kair, what would you like to do? It's on you.
Luckily for me, I can actually cast spells with my hands, so I don't need to put my hands away to do that. So I'm gonna try to hit it with an Eldritch Blast as well.
All right.
It's gonna skip like
button.
a rock.
I hope not. There.
Right over the shark.
17.
That does indeed hit, and you don't need to roll me damage because it has 1 health.
And
I was gonna say just tickle it a little bit.
So I tickled it a little bit more than a little bit, and I'm hoping that was enough to stop the shark.
It is. The shark is inundated with a blast of green, misty electricity, whatever an Eldritch Blast actually is. And in that moment, the DM has to go to the bathroom. So, you guys are not out of the woods yet.
We still got them out of the water.
So we're going to take 5. We'll be back.
I guess I'll go pee.
So we are back.
Well,
Kair is
kind of
nomming on a ice cream sandwich. Beatrice just came into the door. Don't worry, Beatrice, you're not the last one here. You're only the second one here. I know.
She can't hear you.
I know she can't hear.
Actually.
There's Clovis popping into frame, making all that noise, doing his thing. Spangle. My guess is Beatrice next, then Spangle, then Corbin. That's my final answer. Am I getting that right?
I'm gonna guess that shark wasn't Daggermaw. It's always a sandwich time.
I mean, I don't know. Who knows anymore? I mean, how many did you know that you saw? Like, for sure. For sure, Tim.
2.
I don't think that's true. I don't believe that is accurate. But we'll see.
Really?
Ice cream sandwich time indeed. What's up, Darted Dash? Thanks for hanging out and checking us out. I know that your D&D is not your favorite thing, but You're our favorite thing. Hope you're enjoying our Stardew Valley. Multimedia Ace, the answer to your question is right on screen. That there in the top right-hand corner, right there, that is why he had a rainbow wig on. We're going to need powder, and I don't mean the actor. I mean like powder for your face for the glare. Or maybe the actor. We already got him. Congrats on your 4 candles. All right, so if we are all back and we are ready to go, we're doing this. And things are about to get cray-cray. So
things were already cray-cray.
Oh, they're about to get more cray. So I know that your guys' favorite thing in the entire world is when I take one of these and I put an X on it. So it's dead. Bum, bum, yes. That one's done.
But it didn't let go of Clovis. It's pulling him under.
It is. You see the shark after taking the Eldritch Blast. It sizzles on its way down to the bottom of the ocean, and it just continues to fall down.
That was dinner.
In that very moment, a second thing happens. And let me actually get the correct. Here we go. Let's get on the right layer here. And you see a. I keep doing that. I always do the wrong thing. You see a shark emerge just north, and it comes darting in, and it takes a chomp out of a tiny ball of light that is just kind of floating next to the mast of the ship that you were retrieving the footlocker from. And Kaer, you feel in your being that that your servant has just took a dirt nap or a water grave. He took a water nap. He's sipping the salt water. As his
sleeping
light,
with the fishes.
He's sleeping. He's eating with the fishes, but the fishes are eating with him. He's dead. He just got eaten. He was eaten by a shark that just chomped its way up. And then as though they were attacking in tandem, a second shark emerges from the water. And you notice just before it pops its head up or comes closer to the surface that you see the telltale spear stick out of the water.
Oh, that shark.
Yeah, that shark's back. And we move him to the token layer. And he does indeed still have his turn. So he... And he goes nom 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 onto our resident halfling.
Oh my god!
And he gets to take
Clovis.
advantage, which is 18, which I believe hits your AC.
Oh yeah.
And he deals 13 points of damage to you, and his tooth is stuck right into the top of the footlocker.
Nice.
Well, I have to. Okay, so I'm knocked out.
You are unconscious.
Dang.
Oh my god.
All right, so Clovis, it's your turn. So if you would please give me a death saving throw.
Should be coming up. Why is it taking so long?
I think their servers are very much taxed. A lot of people playing D&D. So we'll wait and see what happens here.
Sometimes, like, the second one will push it through. So if you click it again, we can go with the first number. I saw, like, clicking it twice gets it through sometimes.
Yeah, give that a try.
There it goes.
Ooh,
Okay,
there you
so
go.
that's your first one, and that is indeed a fail.
All right.
All right, Corbin. Oh, there's the second one. Do we want to?
Let's not count that one.
Corbin, it's on you. You do not have the cord in hand.
Are we pulling group or are we fighting? What's
I don't think we could ask Clovis to untie the footlocker, which is attached to a shark right now.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of unconscious.
I'm gonna die.
No, we got you.
so? Should we try to kill this other shark now? Is that number one priority? Or are we pulling?
If you want to try to, like I said, I don't think we could pull them out of the water with a shark's tooth stuck on the footlocker.
Is the consensus to try to kill sharks?
I will put you guys on a timer. So Corbin, you have 10 seconds to decide what you are going to do. Your character, Corbin.
It sounds like we're killing sharks, so I'm gonna shoot at the shark closest to Clovis.
Okay, go ahead, roll it.
Sorry, I'll get my character sheet up. All
Oh
right,
my god!
Did that come through?
It does, and you do indeed hit. You're shooting the one that is bit onto Clovis, or the one that is to the side of him.
The one on Clovis.
Okay.
Closest one to him.
You roll damage.
I'm trying.
Don't get the worst roll.
Let me click it again. Okay, that, and now damage has been dealt, so I can do Colossus Slayer, correct?
Yes.
Bloop.
Okay, so with your Colossus Slayer and your damage, you see your arrow. It flies true. You don't have to keep pressing the damage. You don't get to do
more
that.
damage.
Look at it twice earlier. Don't worry. Sorry.
And the shark, he slips into Davy Jones's locker, and somehow his tooth is knocked free from the footlocker, and he begins to just go all the way down. Spangle.
That was Spear Shark, right?
That was Spear Shark, correct.
Okay.
So to be specific, there is no longer a shark attached to Clovis or the footlocker, right?
There's currently no shark attached to Clovis or footlocker.
Okay. All right.
Pull? Go for it, I guess.
Well,
Spangle can't.
Spangle's turn.
He would be a difficult pull.
Is he anchored into the rocks? Is he somewhere safe on the cliff where he could pull?
He's dangling, I believe.
He's dangling on the...
Spangle's dangling.
Dangle.
Dangle, Spangle.
Yeah, I got the Spangle dangle going on. However,
I'll put you on a timer too. We got 10 seconds.
All right. But Clovis is still unconscious and bleeding out at this point, right?
Correct.
And there's definitely still at least one shark. And that shark was the one that had already been attacked?
No.
Okay, so that's not the flag shark. Okay. Then I am.
You're about to pass your turn.
Oh my God! Total dead.
Okay, Toll the deck happening. Go. I have to roll a dex save throw or something. Wisdom.
You roll a dex saving throw. Yeah.
I got a 20, so he saves.
Oh, bummer. Terrible damage.
Shark staves. Beatrice, what would you like to do? Don't make me pull out the finger timer.
I say, pull him out. Pull him out.
I was say, considering there's no shark attached to him right now, I'm gonna try to pull him out from the water more.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. I can't. There it is. All right. 10 years later, I swear I hit the button.
That does not do it.
I tried, guys. Sorry.
Kyer. It is your turn.
Clovis is on the surface, right?
Clovis is floating face down in the water.
Cool, but he's on the surface. That's fine. I will check out my little familiar, which can go 60 feet.
When you do that, can you at least say, "My little familiar, my little familiar"?
No.
Yeah, I'd pay money to hear that one.
My little familiar.
I don't know what that is, but
how do you really? You can't put two and two together.
It's My Little Pony. Just move on. Let's keep going.
It's very obviously My Little Pony.
I thought it was my familiar. But I'll send out my owl and use. I got something thrown at me. And
it's an unseen servant. Ooh.
And I will have my bird use Spare the Dying.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What's your bird using? Spare the Dying?
It can only use touch spells, and it should wake up Clovis.
Okay, so, no, it brings him to 0 hit points and makes it so he doesn't have to do any more saving throws. That doesn't mean he can't be bitted again. So it reaches out and it pecks him for a Spare the Dying. It lays its beak on him in a loving manner, and he does indeed jump right back up to 0 hit points, which is great because these things seem to do about 13 damage when they bite him. Next up is...
And I'm like,
well, yeah, you don't get to talk. You're at 0 health. You are certainly still unconscious, but you don't have to do any saving throws. Dagger, the shark comes in.
I guess we know which one it is.
Yeah. Surprise!
Surprise mugs. And it sees a little halfling kind of flop to life. And when a little tiny owl landed on it or whatever it is, and it is not happy about that. It is very close to you, and it goes ahead and it takes that chomp, and that's a 16, and that's a 20. It hits you for 13 damage, and it chomps down, and it begins to thrash around and pull you lower. So, for those that are holding on to the hempen rope,
standing.
If you're standing on it,
I'm also
you'll add a 5 to it. How about that? And whoever's holding it, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Boop.
No, athletics check.
Oh, sorry.
I know I had you do a strength check before, but I'm asking for an athletics check this time. No, Courtney, that's not you.
You're standing on it.
It's sure
but I pulled it though.
No, you are standing on. You took a shot.
Court and I are standing because we did both shots.
So,
I'm like by a windowsill. Do you think like maybe I could try and grab onto the windowsill?
I'll give you. So let's see. You guys need to make up 7 points here. I'll say that if you can give me a successful dexterity saving throw to see if you can hold on to it, that'll be the first part of this. Is a 2-parter. So give me a dex saving throw. First, DC 15
for just Spangle.
Just Spangle. This is him trying to see if he can grab it. He does not. Do you have anything that can change that? Yeah, no. You get pulled. So the shark, I have to do that over here. Pulls you guys. Let me move him to a different layer first, so you don't know exactly what's going on. Because I think this is fun here. He moves to the GM layer. And he drags those that are on the line. Once I can actually select the right layer, down. You don't see where they went, but you do see where the cord is kind of pulling. So let me go to this layer, and what I'm going to do is we will. I'm going to move you guys to a different layer. I don't know what you'll see when I move you to this layer, but yours and Spangle, you both blink out of vision, and you go underwater.
Oh, Spangle's back in the water?
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
This is the first time for me.
Pool.
Spangle is in the water.
That's fair. Right.
So, you were unconscious, Clovis, but at 0 health. I'm at
negative 13 now because of the bite.
Yeah, it just bit you.
Right. So you are at negative 13 now, and you are underwater. Clovis, it's your turn.
So do 2 death. Do you want me to do 2 death saving? Oh, whose
just
turn
one.
is it?
Just one. It's Clovis's turn in one death save throw, and this is your first one. This is a new fresh batch.
Yeah, so I wanted to try to bring it back to an extent.
Okay, is it my turn right now, or is it?
No, he needs to give me the death save. That's a save. That's a good one. Corbin.
Nice. You almost woke up.
All right, I can't see anything, so I'm gonna try to pull it real hard.
Okay.
What am I? Athletics?
Yeah, athletics check. Sorry. Yeah, you athletics it back up, and you pull, and you get them moving 5 feet backwards towards you. You feel that 5 feet of it is moving in your direction.
And just for note, I'm no longer standing on it. I'm pulling.
Yeah, you've dropped your bow, or your bow is not being currently used. Spangle, you are underwater currently.
But not unconscious.
Not unconscious.
Shark.
But underwater, grasping for life and not able to say any verbal components of any spells that I can imagine.
Okay. So that's...
and the rope is kind of it's being pulled taut. I'll draw it. Freehand. No, polygon line. Let's do that. You see, whoops. It's kind of like down in that way.
Right. So no V for vocal, huh?
Correct.
Oh, what's up?
Not unless
Son
you
of
get
a
out of the
biscuit.
water.
That really.
Or out of
How
water.
can I tell how far from the surface I am?
You're just a few feet from the surface, it seems. Probably 2 or 3.
Everything's got.
They're all verbals.
Everything's got verbal. I don't have anything. Nothing non-verbal. Nothing.
Jay's having too much fun with this.
It's fun.
He's trying to kill Clovis.
So
can Spangle try to pull the rope in front of him to get Clovis closer to him?
well, that's what I thought. So one thing, it's either going to be that, or Spangle's going to cut the rope behind her just to get herself closer. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be like stuck in the middle.
Because I think right now we're an anchor point up top. I think we're solid at the moment. So
you guys like pull. Okay, so that's I think probably the best I could do would be to. I'm trying to think of like some way I could like try. Well, I still have my shield on me, right? So I'm going to try and, as much as I can, use it as a paddle to give me advantage on my strength check, and like use myself as a winch. I'm going to like paddle myself in circles to winch the rope up to myself.
Okay, so you're trying to spin yourself around like a spool.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me like an athletics check.
Are you sure? That's what it sounds like. In water should be like something like dexterity or something, right?
Still trying to pull
I'm pretty sure this is an athletics type thing.
All right, athletics coming up.
Giggity. No, you don't lessen the distance that Corbin is from. I mean, that Clovis is from you. But you do seem to be able to. You do touch ground. So you notice that you're when you're kind of like spooling around with your shield, that you're not far from the ground where you are.
Am I able to get myself stood up and head above water at all?
You could orient. No, you could orient that like in a pool, like you're on the ground, like you could touch the ground, but your head is still below water. When you're standing completely straight up. But you like. For where your spatial awareness is, you know that you can probably be seen like splashing around if you're flailing. That's how close you are to the surface. Yeah, so he does that, and you guys see like little bubbles where you believe Spangle is, which is you see bubbles kind of happening. Oh, I'm not on the right thing. Let's do select move. Right around here, you see bubbles. My bubbles. And next up is Beatrice.
Betty.
All right. I'm going to also grab the rope.
Okay.
Since apparently my last attempt didn't include me grabbing the rope. I'm going to try to pull also to at least get Spangle above water.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah. There it goes. Aww.
Nope, that's not going to do it. Kair.
Sorry, Spangle. I tried.
Okay. I would love to jump into the water and try to help, but that would involve me letting go of the rope, and that would be bad.
It might also...
So I guess pretty much my best option is to just pull on the rope. So I will do that. Is that you said athletics?
Yep.
Okay. Boop. I am going to use my advantage and reroll.
Or else you might end up in the water anyway.
And then that would probably be bad for everyone. So I will reroll. Boop. Wow. Okay. Well,
that's mean.
I think I'm going into the water. It was nice knowing everyone.
I salute Kair as he comes over the cliff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know exactly how, but you lose your footing and you trip down towards the water. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
I clicked.
We will wait. Or you can click it again. We'll just take the first one.
There it goes.
Okay, so you do save on your dexterity saving throw, but you tumble down and you're like, you do that thing that kids do when they're on the banks and they're sliding down on their butt and their hands are down on it and it's like tss, and then they get right to the bottom and they're like kind of like brace themselves and you stop yourself right before you get in the water like a cat that doesn't want to get wet. And you are right there at the water. With being as close as you are now to the water, you do see Kyer right there. He looks like he's about 1.5 feet below the surface, and enough that you.
Spangle.
I mean, sorry, Spangle. Yeah, you do look like you could probably even, with a tiny bit of movement, which you have, you could move down and reach out your hand to him if you so chose.
Yeah, sure. I'll definitely do that. I see human, or I see something in the water.
Humanoid.
It's not a shark. Yeah.
It's a mimic. I screwed you. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Jared's a mimic.
every time. All right, so you reach out your hand to Spangle, and give me a DC 10 athletics check.
Just roll athletics again.
Yeah.
Because last time.
I can't roll another bad one. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's not true. So you pull Spangle just out of the so his head is out of the water and he is pulled right onto shore, and you guys kind of, well, I guess I'm gonna switch you in position. So you're here and Spangle's there in those positions. It didn't change the slack of what is going on underneath the water. Okay. Dagger shark
unnamed
Mr.
shark number 3.
Now this is gonna sound like Deus Ex Machina. This is and normally this shark is not gonna miss because it has a +6 and it gets advantage on every single attack and then deals 13 damage when it connects. But I kid you not that I rolled a 1 and a 4. And I don't think that your AC is 10. Is that correct, Clovis? Is your AC 10?
No, it's 14.
So you don't.
I think. Yeah.
You don't take any damage.
Yeah, it's 14.
Those that are holding on to the rope, can I get a strength check or athletics check? And that includes Luxie now on solid ground, and Spangle, you are there. So that's a 5.
I did it.
No, we're waiting.
Oh,
there you go.
20, 33. Oh, thank you, Anthony. That was so honest and good of you.
I rolled 2 1s.
You sure did. You sure did. Advantage for Kyer. Maybe you don't need advantage.
Yeah.
So
more recaps.
So the it does not get any further away. You guys are able to brace and make it so he does not pull away. Clovis. That's another success. Corbin.
I'm pulling.
Pull away. It's not going to do it.
Bummer.
Now, I will say, you guys have the choice of like delaying your turn to try to do like a group heave ho, and like say I'll delay him. I'll have mine.
Ready in action.
Ready in action to pull together. If you want.
I wasn't aware of that. Can we do that?
That's fine. If you want to delay your action, and based on the total number you guys land as a group, then for those that try to do this, you'll move at a certain amount, at a certain distance. So
can I ask the pullers? Can we delay down to Kyer and pull at once?
Fine with that.
I think you'd be like, let's all pull together.
Heave! I did one of those.
Oh, I like that. So if you're gonna actually get in character and give me like words that your character would say, I'll give you freaking advantage on stuff. So what does Corbin say?
Heave in that voice.
All right, nice. Okay, so
that voice.
I'll say that Spangle, Corbin, Beatrice, and Kyer, you guys can all go ahead and roll, and Corbin gets to roll with advantage. So
and athletics.
Athletics, yeah. Oh my golly!
Oh.
But roll it again, but roll it a second time because your second one might be a nat 20. Or not.
Or not.
That's fine.
Or a 3.
Beatrice and Kyer.
I rolled.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
too. I got
Anthony, was yours the
4.
20?
Yeah, Court got a 4. I got a 20.
So we have 40, 44, 56.
56.
All right, 56. You're gonna move it 25 feet.
Oh wow.
That's a good heave.
Is that right? Oh no, it's 20 feet. Sorry, I had to. Did we decide we're rounding up or rounding down? We said rounding up.
When
didn't
it's
we?
good for us, we round up. If it feels good, we're
1, 2, 3, 4. Am I? You know what? I'm feeling nice. All right, so you move it 25 feet. If you move it 25 feet, you literally get them to the shore, and I'll move them to the right layer here.
All I see is darkness. It's actually kind of creepy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So the you've also somehow pulled Shark because he was attached, and that's funny.
Did we beach him?
Oh, do we beach a shark?
I mean, if
Probably
you want to
not yet.
try, you can.
Yeah, let's
That
push
would
this
be a
thing.
lot of work. So you've got you're on the shore with 2 good save throws there, right? And it is Dagger's Maw's turn. So Dagger Maw is going to take a chomp. At, I'm gonna roll a 4-sided die, and it's gonna be, let's see, in the order Clovis.
I still don't
Oh wait, no.
see the shark.
Oh, let me move him to the right layer too. Then sorry. He's right there, right up on you.
Oh, okay.
1,
That means
2.
Clovis is here too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, did I not
Yeah.
move,
Oh, well,
move
then
Clovis over?
You know, I'm there, but I think wouldn't Spangle Luxie would be at the top of the
yeah, I think so.
Spangle Luxie would have been pulled up. The only people that would be there are myself and Kair.
Oh crap, that's right. Yeah, we.
I'd be
Poor
about
Spangle's
20
attached.
foot up the rope. I think probably one
Spangle flew
over.
up the cliff.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Woo!
So he's gonna take a chomp right there at the halfling that he's been nomming on,
Poor Clovis.
and he does get you for 13.
Oh.
Ooh, I am almost.
Does that give you a negative on your death save? Are you at 1 bad and 2 good so far?
He's
or are you
at
at
2
2
good.
bad and 2 bad?
He's
I'm
at
at
2 good
too
and
good, but I'm almost at my. If he gets me past my max hit points, it doesn't matter.
right. Then you're instantly dead.
So I'm at negative 26. My max is 27.
Clovis,
Oh.
it's on you.
All right.
Wake up.
So that's a negative. I mean, that's a bad. So you
you're
are
2 and 2.
2 and 1 right now.
2 and 1. 2 and 1.
Oh.
Corbin,
2 good, 1 bad.
2 good, 1
Alright.
bad.
I did a heave, so can we save up for a hoe and pull?
Are you gonna lift the shark out of the water?
I don't think we're lifting Dagger Maul. He's as close as he's gonna get. I think.
Maybe he'll let go.
Or not.
Group, what are we doing?
I think I need to spare the dying on Clovis ASAP.
Think you
Yeah,
can do.
say.
One of us does. I'm up next, so but I mean, I in order to get down there.
4.
Does it have to be everybody has to agree with it, or can we
3,
have one person not?
2.
All right,
Corbin
I'm gonna
needs to.
pull
Okay, pull. Athletics check.
by myself.
15 above.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
All right, Spangle.
Oh God, I start counting down.
I don't like this.
I hate this. Okay. Clovis is dying. He's
He is,
close
yeah.
to dying, and there's a shark like all up on him. I can't have that. I ask you guys to like, can other people act on my turn? Like, can I, or do I have to wait for them? If I say like let go of the rope, can they do that on my turn?
You could always
Or
just
is that like they have to
grab
wait?
it.
It's a reaction kind of thing to let me down there
Oh,
to save Clovis.
no, you could jump and like you can make eyes with them. You can use a bonus act. I mean, your minor action for the turn to speak with people. Like it's as far as I'm concerned, speaking is a free action. And if you say, guys, let me down, like I gotta save them or whatever, then that can happen.
Okay, then that's what's happening.
Well, what does Spangle say? in their spangliest voice.
In the spangliest voice,
With your spangly hair.
say to Beatrice and Corbin up there, I say, I need to get down there now and save Corbin or Clovis now. He's going to die. That shark is eating him. Let me go. Let me get down there.
All right, I feel like you've conveyed that to them. And are you going to swan dive again?
Let it go.
Are you going to swan dive, or are you going to do it in a less dangerous way?
So we
No,
could just
I'm not
let
going
the
to
rope down.
swan dive. So her plot is basically she's going to be barreling down the cliff, running at a diagonal there, and you know, maybe you guys can kind of like belay me, shield first, so I can shove the shield like like my plot is I want to shove the shield in like broadways into the jaw. So I can wrench Clovis out of there, and then my actual action will be to cast Spare the Dying on his again.
Okay.
So that's all of that in one go, or however much of that is going to let me.
I'll let you slide down the hill on your shield like a saucer.
There you go.
And if you give me like a ridiculous roll, you can launch it into his face, but it's going to be a crazy roll. But your movement to get down will be on your saucer shield, and then go ahead and give me a dexterity roll at the bottom of it to launch it at the shark. No dex, just a dex. Nope. So you launch it off, and it goes skipping across the water, and it hits another macaw, and it's like, why? We thought we were safe out here. But you are there next to Clovis, and you are capable of casting Spare the Dying.
I will cast Spare the Dying if I still have the action for that.
Okay, yeah, go for it. You spare the dying, and Clovis is back up to 0 health. That's the best healing spell ever, by the way.
It is.
It's a freaking.
And as
20,
much, I mean,
26
as
points
much
of
as I
healing
can,
right there.
I'm
for
going
a
to put
cantrip.
my body into that thing's mouth, you know, ahead of.
Are you going to try to shut? You're trying to offer yourself as tribute.
Between Clovis and me, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
As much as I can shove myself in, like between the shark and Clovis, that's what Spangle is doing.
Has Spangle taken any damage?
No.
Okay. Sharks love blood. Beatrice.
All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna shoot it in hopes that it would deter, like, get it to try to detect itself.
You're gonna let go of the rope.
Dropping the.
Oh, that's right.
Rope's itch here.
Wait, how'd Spangle get down there without dropping the rope?
Spangle, you guys let the slack out for Spangle to go down.
Can I attempt to, would checking a potion towards Clovis be a thing, or is it too far away?
That's
I was gonna say
it's
long. It might just like crash on the sand, you know, splatter
It hits you in the face.
And it kills him. 27 damage of potion crashing on your face.
It'll heal you or kill you.
One of the two. Yeah, you can certainly try it. Yeah, go for it.
Eric, what would I stroke?
And I'll say that you can do that without even dropping your the rope. Like you could kind of like holy hand grenade it.
One-handed, you know.
1, 2.
All right, what am I throwing? A dex check or?
Yeah, give me a dex, just a straight up dex check. Yeah, no, that's good. And I'll say
save.
that.
That's a save.
Oh, Courtney failed.
Give
me a dex.
Why can't I find it now?
It's
the thing
the
that-
Yeah. Oh, God, Jesus.
Oh, you throw it, and you know what? I'll give a chance on this one. Clovis, give me a contested or like a complimentary dex save. If you score over a 15,
a dex save or just dex?
A dex save, because you're trying to save this terrible throw in your unconscious state. So if you can get a 15 or above on a dex save throw, then it lands on you in your mouth, and you uncork it like a la Popeye, and the spinach slowly falls into your mouth. You are invigorated by Surge, the energy drink, and can I get a perception check from Clovis?
See, now at least you can do something other than die. Anyway.
You hear off just as you did before in the distance, like it's like a jingle that plays. It's like Surge is always there, and it's just like way off in the distance, and it's just kind of like it's very catchy.
And even though I'm in this, I'm basically like the captain in the Jaws movie where he's bit down on me and I'm like being bashed around in the rocks. I'm just kind of like, this is awesome. Like Surge.
You receive you get a advantage point for the plug. So let's see. Clovis.
Does advantage mean I get to go? Do I get to move? Do I have action?
I mean, when it's your turn, yeah. So you have health. You are back in conscience, and you are still in the maw of this thing, but you have Spangle trying to force their way into the thing's mouth. Kair, it's on you. You're down there.
Yeah, I'm right. It's on me. I'm going to try to hit it with a shocking grasp.
Shock it. It does not have any metal on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Clicked it. That's a miss, probably.
That is a miss.
Unfortunately. I guess.
So
that would be.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I was gonna keep standing by it and running away. So hope was to shock it and then run.
Sure. So, you see, it takes the bait, and it goes for Spangle, who has no damage on them yet, but it does hit you because it gets a 21.
I'm gonna. Well,
sorry,
okay.
Your AC is not above 21, correct?
Oh, I don't think I'm quite that good, no.
Okay. So you take 13 points of damage, and it is going to attempt to drag you down. Now, you are the short part of the
emotionally,
of the rope.
or
yeah, like it's like you're never good enough.
You're not my mom.
So it is going to drag you down, and those that are holding on at the top, which is only Spangle is down here, not
just
up there.
Two.
Just the two. And then Spangle, you are Kair, you're holding on down at the bottom too. So the three of you give me an athletics check, and as soon as we're out of this combat, we'll cut for the night. But it's just so good, and I don't want it to.
Wait, I'm sorry. Am I rolling up top?
Yes,
yeah.
Please. That's good enough already between the two. So you guys are, jeez.
We lift the shark up.
Yeah, you pull the shark out. Got it. It's like on a big hook. It does not get to pull you down because the hempen rope is nice and taut, and it stays the 600-pound shark in the water. Clovis, it's on you.
So like I'm in its mouth and I grab onto it and then I look it in its eye and I use dissonant whispers.
Oh, that's not a good idea. Because it's going to have to run away from you. That's a
right.
Okay, good. You dissonant whispers. What happens?
We've anchored it, right?
For the attempt that it tried, but go ahead. Give me the dissonant whispers.
Try again.
It's got to save first. It's got to do a DC Wisdom save.
Okay. 9 total.
So it didn't save.
It does not save.
Yeah. It has to move away from me.
It's
so
maximum damage. I mean, maximum distance.
But it takes damage first.
Sure.
So wouldn't that mean it would let go of him?
Right. It's scared of me. Right.
It's not holding you.
It's not holding you. It's
holding the box.
It's nom-nommed on the box. And
wait, but I was in its mouth. You said. When did it let go of me?
It's got the box in its teeth.
But I thought I was in its mouth too. That's how I was taking damage each time.
You're not in it. I mean, you're going to be dragged with it because you are attached to the rope still. And Clovis is also attached to the rope, and so is and Spangle.
But wasn't I in its mouth?
You were in its mouth. It took you out.
I did. Well, wait. So then I want to change. I thought like a minute ago I was in its mouth.
I thought I was too.
Yeah.
I thought it just bit me.
Right now, Spangle is in its mouth.
Oh.
We're both in its mouth.
No, you're not. You're not in its mouth. Spangle is in its mouth. It chomped down on Spangle.
How did I get out of its mouth?
It decided to go ahead and bite Spangle because Spangle offered itself up to be bitten and to try to get away from Spangle tried to make sure that the thing would bite it. So it goaded him into biting it. So it bit Spangle, and you were free. It came down and bit Spangle, and now it's gonna run away with Spangle.
Okay, so I will change that then. Is Spangle wearing armor?
Hey, PG-13.
Is Spangle wearing like very nice armor?
Rainbow
yes.
hair.
I am wearing this year's latest mithril armor. It comes in a shiny gray. It goes very well with my blue turtleneck and matching, very sharp pressed attire. Although a shark has bitten it up now.
So I just want to be clear on what I see, Jay. I'm free. I'm kind of floating in the water. Spangle is in the mouth.
You're not in the water. You are on. You are on the shore right here.
Okay, but Spangle is in the mouth of the shark.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cast heat metal on Spangle's armor.
Okay.
Bist du mir verarschen?
I forgive me, Spangle, but I'm trying to get you out of this. I wanted to let go of you, and so Spangle's going to take damage, but the shark's going to take damage, and it has to choose to drop it or it has disadvantage on previous other things. I'll put it in the comments.
Okay.
So hope it doesn't like hot meals.
So you heat up the mithril.
A lot of damage.
How much damage does it do?
I'm trying to get it into the chat right now. It's not going.
Maybe click it again.
I'll click it 5 times.
We're just gonna give it a wall of text.
I mean, you can just read it. I don't. So it's
20 damage, but that means Spangle takes it, and so does the shark. But if the shark doesn't drop Spangle, if it doesn't choose to drop it, then it has disadvantage on like all the stuff it does, and I can't seem to get that into the chat. It won't.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can remember that. Spangle, go ahead and do a DC, or is it half damage on a save?
I believe so. Any creature physical talk creatures holding let's just see it on concentration or drop it. So the creature must succeed on a concentration throw or drop the object. So either basically Spangle takes the full damage.
Okay.
The shark needs to take to do a DC save.
He fails his DC save. He had
so he drops Spangle.
Yeah. Okay.
Spangle
but you both
made her Constitution saving throw.
Well, then you don't have.
You can't.
You don't have to drop your armor, so that's good.
Yeah. You can't drop. Yeah, you can try to take your armor.
It's a Constitution save. It said. I thought you said it's a Constitution save.
Yeah.
You did it.
The save is just to see. The save is to see if you drop the thing that's heated.
Oh.
You take the damage.
Oh.
You don't have to drop your armor. That's a good thing.
Well, the armor drops anyway with me in it.
Yeah, you take 20 damage. The shark
Spangle
takes 20.
drops.
Shark takes 20 damage as well. Corbin.
And I pull, everybody pull now.
That's a good call. And for what it's worth, you do have all 4 people before the shark gets to act. Now.
Okay. Are we doing a group pull?
I think that might be a good idea this time.
I cannot help pull. I'm not attached to. I'm not.
It doesn't matter. You just grab the rope.
You can grab.
Well, I'm on the ground.
Everybody grab. Yes, we all grab the rope right where we are.
It's 2 people on the ground. I mean, 3 people on the ground being pulled up by 2 people. They're gonna have a hella pull to pull up 3 people.
We're just gonna have to run, like climb.
Can we also try to climb too?
Yeah, you certainly could climb.
Are you safe from the sharks?
The shark
Yes,
is
the shark
currently
And
not.
let go.
Yeah,
The shark has let go. What have you been doing while we've been doing this?
No. I'm just curious, like, how close to the water you are. Like, are you?
We are at the water's edge, and I don't know where Spangle is. I don't know if Spangle is in the water, but she was just dropped.
All right,
0.
Did the shark pull me under?
No. It bit you and it couldn't move you. So you're actually where Kair, you're in the same spot that Kair is on. So you're just moved. I'll move you over so you can see where you're all at. You're right there on the edge, but you're actually in the same spot as Clovis.
So that shark's just a player, bit it and quit it.
Yeah.
All right, so I yell down, the three of you try to climb up here, and then Court and I are gonna pull from the top, and between the 5 of us, we're gonna get up.
Now Spangle is still unconscious downstairs, so if you're gonna get Spangle up, you're gonna have to pull. Spangle has
unconscious?
Yes, she just got bit she got heated to 0.
Oh, the heat.
Well, I was okay with a bite.
Yeah, but the heat metal did it.
I didn't know that was gonna knock her out.
All right.
I didn't know either. I just was trying to save her life.
By knocking her out. It's okay.
Okay, you know what?
So what are you gonna do?
Okay, are we all getting up? Is that the plan as a group?
You can pull Spangle.
So I'm gonna yell down, "Get up here!" And Court and I are gonna pull. So that's
Spangle and Clovis are attached to the rope.
So what you can do? I'm just looking at the turns here. You have Corbin, then Spangle, then Beatrice. If you delay your pull till Beatrice's pull, then the 2 of you can kind of pull together. And then that would be after Spangle's move, or if you want to try your hand at pulling just Spangle up by yourself.
No, I'll pull with Beatrice and let's see what Spangle can do here.
Okay.
Get a 20.
So
wake up,
Spangle. It's on you to do a death save throw.
Yeah. Spangle just kind of flops around and says, "Oh, just click this button."
Yeah.
It's real slow right now.
Are you freaking kidding me? I thought I clicked it. Where'd it go? Doop.
We just have to wait for it.
There we go.
Oh.
It's good. The first one is good. So is the second one, but the first one is good, and that's the one that matters. All right, now it's Beatrice's turn. Are you both gonna pull together?
We're gonna pull.
All right, go ahead and give me athletics save or athletics checks, not saves. Yeah, you pull the heck out of Spangle. Spangle's limp, unconscious body is dragged all the way up to the top of the ledge, with a 27. Now it is
37.
30. 37? 37.
Yeah, 37.
At the top of the ledge. What more do you want?
I'm trying not to pull any more clerics on the way to the parking lot.
Kair, it's your turn.
Where's the chest and the rope and all of this as we got Spangle up?
The chest is literally next to Clovis. Like it is attached to the cord, the rope on Clovis.
Okay.
I can say
it should be 20 feet off of Spangle for what that's worth.
Yes.
So shouldn't that mean that they're also in the area now?
No.
If we got Spangle up?
Is the chest on rock now instead of water?
Yeah, it's on rock.
I see. There's a lot of care about this chest. I see.
Well, it's at the end.
It's the last thing. So
you're not
saying
what's in this chest, just so you know.
Kair, what are you gonna do?
I am going to, before I start running, I'm going to try to hit the shark with Fey Presence.
That's a great idea.
And what do I have to click? Make a Wisdom saving throw against my Warlock spell save. My Warlock spell save is a 13. And I want it to be afraid if I succeed.
It succeeded. It got a 16.
Oh,
16 plus 1.
Unfortunate. But I guess I'm still going to try to climb up and away. I think I get an opportunity attack, right?
It's going to take an opportunity chomp.
That's fine. I don't know how much I can climb up this hill because it's harsh.
Have you taken any damage yet?
No.
Okay.
Unless I took damage. I wasn't at full health, but I haven't taken damage from this fighting.
Oh, but you're not at full health.
Correct.
I get advantage if it doesn't have full hit points.
Bummer.
Does
But
14 hit you?
no.
Son of a. Okay.
All right. I don't know how much I can move, but I'll move as much as I can.
Give me an athletics check to see how much you can kind of climb with the rope.
Okay. Boop.
And
Cookie.
we wait and we wait.
Yeah.
You make
Probably
it
half.
10 feet up, and
Okay.
you're suspended on the rope,
Out of shark range.
out of shark range. It is the shark's turn though.
Goodbye, Clovis. It was nice to know you.
I
13.
as it does its thing, I'm like, who's afraid of the big bad shark? The big bad shark, big bad shark, and that was my like cutting words. So I'm gonna roll. And that's my last bardic inspiration.
Okay, it got a 16 currently.
Okay, so I get to roll d6, I believe. That's what my thing is. Come on, baby. I just need a 2. Well, actually, no. Does the tie go to what does the tie go to? The attacker or the defender? Okay, I need a 3. I need a 3. Come on, baby. Anytime. It says I'm rolling the dice.
The dice are rolling.
I'm shaking it a lot.
Don't shake it. Shake it once. You're.
Oh my god!
Wait. Nope. Wait a minute. Do I get to use? I don't get to use halfling.
I think
You
that's
still
all.
have your advantage.
Oh
yeah, you do have advantage.
I do. I thought. I didn't I use it though? I thought I used my advantage.
You got it for your cameo, your spot.
Oh, I want to use it again.
That'll do, Pig. That'll do. He takes a chomp and misses. And you see him kind of like comically bite the air as you move your foot just away from him. And it is now Clovis's turn. No, Clovis's
My
turn.
turn.
Yes.
So I'll cast Incident Whispers on it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It needs to make a DC saving throw of 14 on Wisdom.
It failed.
So now it needs to move as far away from me.
You want to do damage to it?
At this point, I don't really care.
What it got.
I just wanted to go away.
Please roll the damage.
I want the nightmare to end.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Let's go.
14.
It takes 14 damage. Let me take that off my thing.
And next up is Corbin.
Pull together, guys! Everyone, pull together!
Coordinated pull and get
Kyer
and Clovis up.
Sorry, Clovis, you still had a movement. Did you want to try to scurry up the?
I'll try to scurry up. Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
An athletics check, not a dexterity check. I'm really nimble.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh my god, I'm gonna slip into the water.
I hope so.
Oh.
You are able to make it up to just past Kyer somehow.
Oh, what the?
You leapfrog him. Corbin, it's your turn.
All right, and I yell, "Let's get them up!" And then I will belay my turn with whoever else can pull the rope.
Okay.
Spangle's still unconscious. So
Spangle's unconscious, so give me a death save throw. That's good.
Oh my god.
Beatrice, it's your turn. Would you like to be the one that pulls, or do you want to take a shot? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna pull. Get these guys up here.
Okay, were we pulling together then?
Yeah, we're gonna pull together. Cause my arms are starting to feel like Jello, so I need the help.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Wow, that was instant this time.
And that's fine. There's nothing actively trying to pull against you. You pull them all up onto the ledge, and you're all. I'll just put you so you can still be selecting yourself. And
now where's the treasure?
Kyer, it's your turn. It's on the shelf with you.
Okay, that's the important one.
That's not the important one. Kyer, can you kill this thing while it's at distance?
I'm going to try to whack it with a shatter. It would be my last my pact magic.
Okay.
And it hits even if I don't roll well. So.
Okay, get it.
Yeah. Oh.
But does it only do 6?
No, that should have. I thought I cast it at level 2. Hold on, let me try that. once more.
Sure.
I think I had to click it from the other screen. Nope.
Um,
I'll figure it out. I'll go do this. Nope. Okay. Well, I usually I don't have this problem.
Never happens.
Let's try one more. Yeah, I don't know. I guess
did that work?
It did roll with the 3d8 on that one.
Okay.
It only
So-
rolled.
You see at the distance that you pinpoint this shatter, a explosion that comes and bursts this shark into shark fin soup all over the place. There is red just filling the water, and I try to actually select the red so it can be blood, and blood just completely just starts just gooing out from this dead shark. And
Oh my god. It's a lot of blood.
it's so
Is
much, so
shark
much
meat
blood.
making it to us where we're standing?
We hung there.
And
It's
then
shock.
a giant squid comes out. No, the shark has been vanquished. The 3 sharks are no more. And there's a footlocker at the top of your on the lighthouse
With a shark's tooth in it.
with a badass shark's tooth and a whole bunch of other punctures. In fact, the lock on this isn't even gonna need to be taken care of. You can open it up with no problems.
Actually, does Clovis have any teeth in him?
I have lots of holes in me, and I'm bleeding out probably
There's
still,
lots
even though
of-
I have hit points. But
Lots of blood.
And poor Spangle is still passed out.
I will spare the dying on Spangle. I
I
figured
do love
that's
that-
probably the right call.
The choice was like, oh, what's in the loot? Oh yeah, Spangle's dead.
Hey, I thought about you, Spangle. See.
Thank
So you guys
Who's
spare the
weaker?
dying
I can
on.
do I can do cure wounds to one of them.
You
If
spare.
they have to. Yeah,
You spare the dying on Spangle, and he's up to 0, she is up to 0 and is very stable, but not conscious. And anybody that wants to burn a spell slot to heal Spangle is fine.
I thought once we're out of combat, I pop up with 1 hit point.
Oh yeah, you
Maybe
know
we're not out of combat.
we're not in combat.
I don't like that. I don't like it, Jay.
No. It was just me being excited. So you are back up with 1 health. That's fine.
I'm on the ground. I roll over to the chest, and I grab it. And I say, "I'm taking this." I pull the shark's tooth out, and I just lay back down and I fall unconscious.
I think that you deserve it. Anybody
I'm
gonna
going
open?
to take that shark's tooth and squirrel it away in my purse.
Yeah, from the passed out Clovis.
They start fighting
Yes.
for the shark's tooth.
So anybody gonna open up the chest?
I want to heal one of them.
Who
I'll give
wants
my-
to open the chest?
I can give my potion to whoever has lower HP. I guess it's Spangle, right?
I'll open the chest.
And you're gonna want to roll person who's already gotten a nice item.
So if
I
you're,
don't want to get. I don't. It's fun to open it. I'm just gonna claim the
but
stuff.
you are indeed opening it.
Sure.
All right, give me
Yeah.
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You accidentally kick it back into the water.
No.
No, as you open it, you hear you're able to deftly move to the side as you hear the telltale signs of of some kind of a trap that is triggered as you're opening it. You hear like a tick, 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 and then as soon as you open it, a dart shoots straight out, and it just barely misses you as you deftly move to the side. Laying below the trap mechanism is what looks to be a absolutely gorgeous cloak. And once you guys decide who gets it, we'll find out what it is. But that's all we got for today because we went 30 minutes over on time. The answer is that it's a cloak of many fashions, which is a very cool cloak that is very fashionable and has
Spangle.
ramifications.
I
So
like Spangles.
you got a cloak of many fashions that we can talk about offline of how we'll distribute that loot, and we will be back next week to see what it's like when we get back to town with plenty of time before the Before's concert. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Sorry that I kept you late today. And we're gonna do a BRB for 5 minutes before we start up with some Overwatch and hang out. So
Dude, you just like watching us suffer.
Yeah, well, I
No one died.
Yeah.
We
the
did
miracle
barely.
is-